Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is episode 14 of Cyberpunk. Creeping on up there in those numbers. As always, my name is Jonathan, pronouns he and he, and I am your game master for the evening. Fun fact for me, I don't have too much. Yeah, since this is weekly now for the time being instead of bi-weekly here as we get into our finale schedule, not a ton has happened to me in this last week that I am prepared to reveal. But one thing I can say is that, was that yesterday? No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I went to a thing called Nerd Night here in DC, which was basically a PowerPoint party at a bar, and it was so much fun, so much fun. Lee was there, got to say hi to Lee, but yeah, three different talks. There was a talk about butts, there's a talk about bees, and then a talk about speed running, and it was all so much fun. I say check it out. I think they do. It's one of those organizations that does it in various cities, I think, but at the very least, if you're in the DC area, check it out. It's great. Once a month. Third, yeah, once a month, DC Nerd Night. Third, yeah. Cool. So that's my apparent apparent corporate shilling for the week. Let's pop over to Lee.
You actually, that was going to be my fun fact too.
We can share facts. That's fine.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Lee. Pronouns are she, her, and I play Bo, whose pronouns are he or Annie is fine. That was my fun fact. Is I ran into Jonathan at Nerd Night, and yes, they are in multiple cities. I believe they're all over the world at this point. The DC one is every third Saturday, unless otherwise noted, each month, and they usually do 3 topics. And yeah, like Jonathan said, it was bees was one of the topics, and it was a talk done by a friend of mine. Shout out to Catherine. And fun fact from that is occasionally bees will worker bees will commit regicide by offing, or I believe that's the right word, by offing their queen if she's not doing a very good job. And the way that they will do this is basically by getting in a massive circle, like March of the Penguins style, but instead of marching, they twerk their butts to make the heat rise in the middle of the circle where the queen is. And they basically like make it so hot and steamy in there she kicks the bucket. And then they get a new queen who does a better job, basically. So basically, bees are savage bitches, and that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Keep that in mind, queens and kings out there. If you're crappy enough, we will get together and twerk hard enough that you cook to death. All right, let's rotate around over to Matthew.
See, this is why Beyonce is the best queen, because she knows that the best defense is a good offense with regards to twerking. That being said, my name is Matthew. He, him. I am playing opera, also he, him. I guess my fun fact is an ignominious one for myself. So I was a trivia host. I did gay bar trivia around DC before the pandemic. And I fancy myself a drinker and knower of things, as one does in DC. And my partner and I went to trivia for the first time on Wednesday this last week, and it was music-based trivia, so I already knew I was kind of in for it because I'm not very good at music trivia. But we got a perfect first round. We did very well the second round, and then the third round was a picture round, and we got literally none of them right. Because literally the round was just, here are a bunch of pictures of people who've won Grammys, name them. And at one point, the answer was, there was a picture of just 4 white people, as the host themselves described them, and it was Bon Iver, and even the host was like, I don't know how you would recognize them.
Yeah.
So my fun fact for the week is, I don't know Bon Iver by sight.
I would join you in that boat. Like, my guess, like 4 white people, Mumford and Sons. I would not know them if I ran right into them on the street. Even though
literally another friend of mine joked when I told him about that the quiz should have been, here is a series of pictures of groups of white people. Identify which one is Mumford and Sons.
I feel like that would also be, just a different, very difficult round. Amazing. Oh man, yeah. Love that y'all got to go to trivia. Okay, part of me definitely misses those days. Let's rotate around to Angela.
Hey, I am Angela, she, her, playing the MedTech Patch, also she, her. I guess my fun fact is going to bounce a little off of Lee's in the fact that I've only been stung by a bee once in my life. I still don't exactly know how it got there, but it ended up in like the shell of my ear. I didn't even realize it. It felt like it was just hair like brushing against my ear, and I tried to like flick it back, and then I felt like a sharp pain. And then I realized what had happened because I saw the stinger. But you know, I did feel a little bad about it, but then I realized I probably came out the better of the deal, a lot better than the bee. So,
Yeah. We keep coming back to bees, but I love it. Bee in the nope. I don't want. I want to
don't
immediately
know.
block that out of my memory. The thought of a bee inside my ear. Anyway, after that completely non-horrifying fact, let's last but not least, Ashley.
I'm Ashley, she, her. I'm playing Pixie, our resident nomad. And I'll stick with the bug theme just because all of this sounds absolutely horrifying because I am irrationally afraid of all insects, including like butterflies. Like it's bad, and I freak out. And so, Angelo, that bee story, it just sounds horrific. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
You might not want to know then that I'm also wearing a butterfly shirt.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
As long as they don't come near me, it's fine. But anytime they fly at me, it's a problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We don't control our phobias. The notoriously rational fears, phobias there. I can handle butterflies, but anything that like bites or stings, it takes all of. Bees, I'll just run. Wasps, I will either run or like if I've got spray for wasps handy, they're going down because wasps are dicks, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Yep. They are indeed.
All right. Well, with that, let's get into our recap here from last time. So, I believe we want this one. Yeah. So last time on Cyberpunk, our team made connection with the emissaries of tomorrow. Sorry, that's not the track that I thought it was. Let's do this one instead. There's stick with this one. Sorry, made contact with the emissaries of tomorrow through Patch's brother Scratch, aka Marcus, and yes, got in on the ground floor for this plan, their secret hideaway in Echo Center, as they planned the assault on the GGF Diplomat, the flagship, the New Gallic airship dominancy, this giant gunship that had blown a hole open in the dome over Echo Center and destroyed several buildings, including the Neon Garden, and took some people with it. There was definitely some. It was not the easiest decision, perhaps, to join forces with the emissaries tomorrow, considering that some of their methods are extreme, but, well, that is what our group decided to do decided to do. They got in the ship, this captured and recovered airship that belonged to the New Gallic forces, and they were able to sneak their way on board the main ship. With a little bit of hacking and cleverness, they were able to, for most of it, slip past the defenses, the security. They have secured their place in the hangar. They have an escape route if they can get back to the hangar. Patch made her way over to the brig with the potential to recruit a little bit more strike team. So they do have some emissaries of tomorrow with them. These strike teams, functionally these teams of 2 that each of our players can use as they wish, in addition to the leader, Leska, who is with them. Leska, a leader of the emissaries of tomorrow, who's with them on this mission to... Sorry about that, folks. A little bit scatterbrained today. Their mission, plain and simple, is get to the bridge of the GGF Diplomat and hopefully capture, or failing that, kill Commander Vixra, the commanding officer on this flagship. If they are unable to do so, the plan is to disable this ship so it will crash to the side of the city so that this bombardment will not be possible again. With that in mind, Patch went to the brig to try and recruit more forces, potentially, but ran into the gardener, Shaw Rosenmaker, who had been put in jail for... Well, we didn't get the exact reason, although we might be able to surmise, since the last contact we had with the gardener was a warning text to Bo saying, "Get out of the Neon Garden," shortly before it was destroyed. Pixie and Patch was able to smuggle a flashbang grenade to the gardener. Hopefully he will be able to make an opportunity for himself to escape. Bo and Pixie are headed towards the bridge. Meanwhile, Opera went to the weapons array in order to try and sabotage the cannons, these weapons array, so at the very least they won't be able to bombard again, or maybe blow up the ship, failing everything else up there to muck things up. And the strategy that Opera adopted was to try and pull rank on these officers loading the weapons. There's enough kerfuffle that the foreman, military foreman, yes, that's the term I'm choosing to use, this military foreman came over. Weapons are drawn, and the last beat we had was Opera firing on this foreman here. So that is where we are now. Yay! So first off, we're going to go over to this game screen here. So versus the doodle that I made on the fly last time, here is a nice big cross-section of the GGF Diplomat. You can see, of course, the hangar where they landed. And I've also got our player tokens where they were sort of roughly where they were last seen. Last seen, Patch was here at the brig. We've got the engine room because that was another potential point of sabotage if needed. We've got Bo and Pixie here just to keep things clean. They're headed towards the bridge, but rather than just put them in the middle of the ship, that was, yeah, got them here. And then Opera here at the weapons array. If we zoom in, we can kind of see this cannon array here. So that is where we are now, or where we are now. This is a cleaner overview of how things are shaken out. And then, boop. So here is also a shot. I did the best I could to try and get a map of the weapons array here, this sort of bomb bay / cannon array. And yeah, close enough is what we go for. Just so looking at here, we've got some of these mooks here, these workers. I made the less relevant ones smaller, so we can be like, there are people there, but for the most part, we can ignore them unless something happens. And then up here at the top, we've got Opera, the 2 people he accosted trying to outpull rank on these randos. You've got your strike team standing nearby as well. And of course, here is sort of the lieutenant foreman, just so. And that is where we are now. So let's go ahead and roll some initiative here. And then we're just going to kick right off. Something to note as well that all comms are open. So Pixie, Bo, and Leska are making their way towards the bridge. Patch has finished up in the brig and is headed this direction as well. Whether she peels... I don't know why I did that. Whether or... Let's actually... Whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry, I'm trying to expand the screen here a little bit for the stream. Not that much. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Whoop. Expand the screen here. And let's go ahead and... say you, and of course, Opera. Let's go ahead and... Oops. Ah, rats. Nearly had it. Hold on. I clicked one button too many. There we go. So there's our... Thank you for that. Yes, rolling initiative. And... just in case... And no, I'll keep off for now. I'll roll those initiatives, and let's get a little bit of battle music going. Make sure, let me look at my notes for music. Yes, okay. All right, let's roll for our mooks. Wait, where did the little thingy go? Well, that's unfortunate also because that's annoying for me. Ugh. Well, we had the little pop-up came up of like, here's the turns, and then it went away, and I don't know where it went. So I'll just write it down here so I don't have to keep flipping back tabs back and forth. Sorry about that, folks. Let me just write this down real quick. There we go. So we've got, first up is your strike team, then the foreman, then the mooks, and then opera.
Do I not get a surprise round?
You do. So yes, we are going to address that here for sure. Yeah. Okay. So first things first. Yes, you do get the drop on this lieutenant here. Go ahead and fire your rifle. Yes.
I think I was going to use my shotgun based on the verbal description you gave me, but I think a shotgun's a 3x3 grid in front of you, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'll just be getting the two technicians who made the mistake of questioning my authority.
It works for me. Works for me. Yeah.
And so.
Shells. So we've got a 17. DV for shotguns is...
point blank.
DV 13. Very
Nice.
good. Let me look at their stats. I don't think... No, they do not have an 8 or higher reflex, so they cannot do the dodge action, which honestly is good, because that makes my life a lot easier. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
12. Very good. Where the blankety blank? Okay, there's their health. Very good. Okay. Yes, they both take 12 points of damage. Sweet. Yeah, you just turn and hit these. Oh, that's right. I've got one for that. That would be... As you unload on these two, they are hurt, but they are still still up in Adam. They don't have weapons drawn exactly here, but they... Yep. They... Whoops. Appropriately, they drop what they were holding, much like I just did, and there's like Ornis with a thunk hits the ground. At least, unless it gets more perturbed. Well, you did shotgun blast and they're holding it. Thankfully, it does not explode, but there are like, in addition to just being shot, there's a whole lot of very big reactions to being shot and firing weapons around live ordnance and bombs and energy cells, things like that. Sounds of horror, you name it. And that means we are going to start the initiative properly, which starts with your strike team. Thankfully, where's our strike? Huh? No, I had a... Yep. Alright, we're going to shoulder arms. That is a... Pardon me. It's 10. Okay. Our two strike team folks are going to follow suit. They unstrap their assault rifles, and they are going to fire as well. I think... Actually, you tell me, Opera, where would you like them to shoot?
I mean, I just shot the two guys in front of me. I assume they would follow suit as well.
Fair enough. All right.
We shall see if there's any shred of compassion for your underlings, Herr Lieutenant.
Very good. Okay, so they both have DV-17 shooting these assault rifles. That is a 19. I forgot to add 10. Rate of fire for an assault rifle is 1, but they do a whole buttload of damage. Okay. So yeah, this one's first going to shoot up top, and that is... 15. That one is extremely close to death. That one up top. The second one is just going to go ahead, try and finish the job here.
Oh, wait, it's 17, isn't it?
Yes, it is a DV-17. Unfortunately, not quite able to finish the job here, but the one up top is very, 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 very badly hurt. And the other one's not doing great either. But with these... now there are like shouts of alarm as like people are freaking out that live weapons are being discharged, again, with so much weaponry around here. That being said, that is going to be the foreman's go, who is going to rush forward here and... Nope, that's the wrong button. You see that he pulls out what looks like a nightstick. As you see it in here, crackle with electricity here. They have different weaponry here in the weapons bay to subdue those who need to be subdued. He's going to try and smack you here with a melee weapon.
I shall attempt to evade.
Go for it. See, this guy's got slightly different stats.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Opera is just like tutting at his strike team, being like, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Center of mass. Meanwhile, he's just like,
I'll just roll to see if he has a... Nope, he does not get a crit, so he misses on the first one. As far as...
Oh, do melee weapons have a rate of fire of more than 1?
Depends on the kind. Light, medium, and heavy melee weapons have a rate of fire of 2. Very heavy melee weapons, aka chainsaws, sledgehammers, helicopter blades, which is metal as hell, have a rate of fire of 1. So that's the trade-off here.
I shall attempt to evade again.
Have at it.
Yeah. A normal effort.
Let's see how they do. A 15, that is not enough. This is actually going to be quite difficult for them to be able to land a blow. But there's a...
Herr Officer, you've stepped directly into my range of fire. Would you like to reconsider your life choices? They may be your last.
You just hear grunting. You get it. I'll be dead in the ground before I'd let someone just waltz in here and mess with my country's operation. And just like that, he is done. Mooks are going to go. They likewise have melee weapons here. So this one's actually going to step forward and go for your strike team. One of them is going to go for you. Let's go ahead and handle the one that's going for you. A 21 is going to outdo that 13. Go ahead and roll again. It's not too shabby, but can't beat a crit. Opera is just straight up matrix dodging these stun batons being aimed at him. But let's see how we do against your guard here.
As the great cyberboxer Olaf von Volksturm used to say, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee equipped with a M1 Vulcan cannon.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll both of the ones on the other mook. So yikes, that was a natural 1 on the first one. Holy crap. He gets a straight up 0 on that first attack, so it's still like fumbling, like trying to get it out of his belt, and just can't quite get it out. But for the second one, that's a 12, which is quite bad. But let's see. Evasion is going to be +8. Unless they really mess things up here. Yeah. Gets just this very clumsy swing, which your strike team ally easily dodges. So that is none damage across the board for our villains here. Opera, that is your turn.
I'm just going to look at the guy who's struggling to get his nightstick out of his belt and say, "You will die in embarrassment." And I'm going to fire my shotgun again at the 3 of them, because the underslung shotgun has 2 shells in its magazine.
That's right. So with this 3x3 square, how are you positioning yourself to...
Do I need to... Oh, I'm sorry. I think I've been mistaking which group is which.
Oh, yes. I should certainly clarify
there's
here.
There's no attacks of opportunity in this system, right?
I believe that is correct. The ones with white squares, those are the military mooks. This is the foreman, and these 2 are your strike team operatives.
How high up is this square?
That's just like a small ramp. It doesn't go up that high.
Got it.
This is like a 5-foot raised platform.
You know, I'm actually more worried about the guy with the stun baton, now that I think about it, because my whole body is subject to EMP disruption, so I think I'm going to just try and punch the shit out of him.
Have at it.
Alright. Fight.
Personally, I was hoping the one that said would die of embarrassment actually does die of embarrassment.
I know. Well, I'm making up for my critical rolls. So 21 for one of them.
Very good.
And the other one was failure.
A 10. That's still possible. I'll roll evasion. The other one. So you're going for the lieutenant here? Got it.
Yeah. Also, I thought unless they have a high enough dexterity to be able to evade, there's a flat DV for martial arts attacks. So that's just below the flat DV.
For martial arts? I knew that's true for guns. Is that true for martial arts as well? I believe it's against his evasion.
Oh, is it? I thought that you literally couldn't attempt to evade things, or maybe you can evade physical attacks. It's just you can only evade bullets once you have Dex 8.
Correct. That is
it.
Absolutely correct. So that is versus. Yeah. So
Well,
they
maybe
still
they'll
roll
mix
evasion. Can't use the list. Oh, there's a DV for some of the special moves, but just regular martial
That's
arts
what I'm
smacking.
thinking of.
That is,
Yeah.
he does get to roll evasion.
Okay.
But the trade-off is that successful melee attacks ignore half armor, I believe.
Half armor, yeah. You got nothing.
Oh wait, excuse me. That's supposed to be. Oh, that's great. Okay, so does in fact the first one does in fact miss, but the second one absolutely hits.
Damage. Come on. Oof, my damage rolls are never good.
Oh, it's all just right here for me. Perfect. Okay. I'm trying to like roll in front of the board here, but thankfully I will go ahead and give a shout out to the Cyberpunk RED companion app, which is helping me track quite a few things here. Very good. Ignore the name there. I'm just definitely not reusing token art. 8 points of damage. Got it. Very good. So that is... you managed to clock him a little bit, but he's still pretty strong on his feet. Excellent. Okay. Anything else for you?
Nope. I moved and I acted.
All right, strike team is up. They're going to try and finish the job here. Point blank, I think, is still DV 17. Yeah, they're going to try and finish these mooks off. Just to hurry things along with sort of these intra mook fighting, I'm going to be rolling in the app. Go attack. Ooh, that is only a 13 for a shot. That point blank shot. But the second one is an 18. So with 18 there, that is necessarily with the dice amount involved in assault rifle. This one is fully killed. Boop. That would be. Where's the? I'll just make it easy. Nope, stop it. They're dead. Okay. That's that one. They are going to move here just to try and, like, maybe give themselves a better shot with their assault rifles and also, start moving towards the... try and set up here. 2 DB, still 17. Well, it's a slightly better shot. Anyway, they try and like set up shop here. Okay, so that is what they're doing. Foreman is going to go up. Instead of attacking you, he gets on. He like punches the thing on this headset here, and we've got intruders in the intruders in the weapon array. We need backup now. I said we need backup right now. He is not going to be able to attack this turn. He's using his action to call for backup.
Excellent. Sending your men to an even more terrible death.
Meanwhile, this mook here is going to try his best to smack you here. Smack you here, Opera. 17. Oh, close, but no. That is an 18. This one, you hear that crackling, whistling as it whizzes right by your ear. Second strike. That's an 18. This one does manage to sneak through, so that is going to be just
What kind of weapon was this again?
this is also a stun baton.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they all had stun batons.
Yes, apologies if I did not make that clear enough.
Nope,
they are equipped with basically nothing that would make anything explode in here. That is seems to be the ordnance that this particular section of the ship is given. I would say along the way, like, you have seen some like small arms, generally not assault weapons, but some small arms. This is the only section you've seen so far that has like these stun batons or seem to focus on them. That is going to be. Let me roll a little bit. Go ahead and make a. No, let's not make things too complicated. I'll just roll a little bit of extra mustard on here. 3. That is going to be 8 points of damage to you there, Opera, incoming, as it makes contact with you and you feel this jolt of electricity here.
So 8, so it ignores half of my light armor jack, presumably round down in most systems, so then 3 gets through and 1 ablation.
In this case, it actually, stun batons do not ablate your armor.
Okay, so then 3 damage.
Yep. They are soon discovering woefully underprepared for this, but yes, very good, very good.
That is what they said at my last artistic exposition.
Excellent. That is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to punch the foreman a couple times. Give him the old 1-2. Let's see if I do better than last time. So I target him. First attack. Oof. Rolled off with 1. Second attack. All right, 21 and 23.
Both quite good. He's going to have to crit to have any chance here. Ooh, close,
so
but
close.
No.
So close.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, no.
That is 2 martial arts hits here.
All right, first hit. And second hit.
Whew, those are some big numbers. 34 points of damage. Incredible. So the first one was just a warning shot, a glancing blow. He had equal to or less than 34 points of health. So, Opera, what does it look like as you just absolutely annihilate this guy?
Opera is being, like, he's annoyed, but he's got on a mission, so he's being very, like, technical, a lot of, like, close throws and elbows, and he's, like, going for his joints and things like that, so he just, like, kicks him in the side of the knee, knocks him to the ground, and then just brings an elbow down on his head.
Incredible. Yeah, as you just bring the elbow down on his head, we need backup! Backup! I said we need backup! We need... and there's a sickening crunch as this guy just crumples to the ground.
I hope he didn't have the anti-crackle filter on his microphone.
And so just like that, there are some other workers, other mooks here in the bay, but you see that some of them are kind of weighing their options here. That was your turn. Anything else with your turn? Any movement?
Nope.
Okay. That is going to be back up to the strike team. Both of them are going to try and unload on our friend here. DV 16 at this range.
Hey, they're playing smart. That's 10% more likely to hit.
Plus, I think plus 9 was theirs. Hold on. to move agents. That is a 17. Very good. 17 and does, well, 17 points of damage. That one is clinging to life. And let's do one more.
You're muted, Jonathan.
Nope, not sure how I clicked that button. But yeah, so one of these attacks hit, the more assault rifle rounds go off. One of your strike team manages to land here, and this guy is bleeding out. He is extraordinarily close to death. No, stop it. Here we go. Okay, and that is their turn until you tell them to do otherwise. That is... see that strike team. Mook's turn. What is he going to do? Does he keep his composure? No, he does not. This guy here is going to pick up the bit of ammunition, this energy cell that he was carrying, and holds it up in front of his body. Look, man. As he's like, just like multiple bullet wounds and just like bleeding out of like the side of his mouth. You hit me. You can try and hit me, but you might hit this instead. And then we both go. Your call. As he gets quite desperate here. That is going to be your turn, Opera.
That feels like a strategy more likely to deter a person who couldn't reduce you to a red mist with their fists. So I am just going to kind of move in sort of a fork position with the left arm underneath, prepared to grab the shell when I punch him in the face and kill him.
Love it. Okay, he's like trying to move this energy cell so you like punch it instead of him, but that is not going to improve his odds. What this is going to do is that if things go not in your favor, there might be some consequence here, but it's still a fairly slim chance. Go ahead and roll your first attack first.
Way Opera figures, if I blow everything up, which I didn't, because that's my third
my God.
mega crit.
So with a 15, this, go ahead and roll damage on your martial arts.
Oh, yes. Ooh,
Oh
and it's
my
even a critical hit.
God. Let's go ahead and roll on the table here. And see, give you a little bit of collapsed lung. Okay. So with a super crit, you have, more than earned. What does it look like as you just absolutely end this man?
So again, Opera like goes in the kind of the fork position and just puts his arm under, ready to grab the shell, and then just buries his fist in this guy's face, like sends him flying as he pulls his hand back and catches the shell in his arms. He looks to the guys and says, "See that over there? His lung collapsed."
Yeah. This would be a moment where you punch this guy so hard that under normal circumstances you get the as he just rolls backwards, but with this just deflation and wheezing as you just collapse at least his lung amongst other things as he rolls backward, there is just the sound of body on metal flooring as he just and absolutely just flies back and with a crack hits the wall here and is so incredibly dead. Boop. That being said, these the military personnel here, these are not soldiers. Well, okay, they're technically soldiers, but these are not combat soldiers. Like, they had basic training, but these are technicians, basically. And you see that none of them seem, after that display, really keen on, yeah. Go ahead and do a, actually, Opera, go ahead and make a face down roll for me, please.
I am still more awkward than intimidating, so here's my cool roll for a mighty 9.
I'm actually going to give you advantage on this one. Go ahead and roll again. Is that, with what you just did, that makes the most sense. Okay, so we'll ignore that. A 9.
Literally, this is like a fate. I had something for this.
Oh, God, I swear I had something for this. You still beat them. With
Mechanically,
this...
I'm not built for scaring, but I did manage to do it.
You are... You are mechanically built for many things, including being terrifying. So, as you just flex here, you see that these technicians, their eyes like dart around. You see some of them like looking for, like, you know, is there something we should do? But most of them are kind of frozen in panic as this 7+ foot mechanical, in their eyes, monster has just ended several of them.
Well,
And they seem to be not chomping at the bit to take you on next. That being said, I'm going to take us over here for just a moment so I can make a private roll. Okay. And then bring us right back. Okay. So this is what you know. The foreman here did call for backup, and in last week's episode, I did mention that Bo and Pixie did see some Lyreguard headed down the hallway. So you are let's drop out of initiative. Do I want to do that? I'm actually going to keep the initiative for now. But what is it that you would like to do? We'll say it is back to your turn here. Actually,
right.
Yeah.
I would definitely. So two quick questions. One, everybody has been acting like shooting these shells is enough to like make them explode. Like, is it truly the case that if shot, one of these shells has the potential to blow up?
These are big, beefy military shells, essentially.
Right.
You know, futuristic energy cells, but still basically artillery. With as big and beefy as they are, it's they're not made of glass, so it's like not the easiest thing to like shoot them and explode them, but there is a chance. Like, there's a chance that these could be set off, and that's what they're worried about. Because if one large artillery shell in here goes off, you can imagine what the chain of reaction would be.
So that was actually going to be my second question. Does it seem like, to me, with my expert opinion, that a single shell going off in here, like, because these are like city levelers, I'm assuming, basically. Like, the idea is that these are used for like blowing up fortified buildings from hundreds of feet above. Would one of them going off in here, like, kill everybody in the bomb bay, or would it be like, are they like shaped charges or something? I don't know how you would like fluff it in universe. That like, could I survive if even a single one of them went off, assuming it did not cause a chain reaction?
Assuming it did not do a chain reaction. Depending, with your tech knowledge, go ahead and actually make a tech knowledge roll.
Would make sense as a
Yes.
roll.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't have very good explosives. I have good weapons tech.
Actually, yeah, weapons tech makes sense to me. Go ahead and roll a weapons check.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to angle shoot. I just am letting you know what I am better at.
Sure. I mean, that makes sense to me. Explosives is more like, I think
Yeah, because to me, I'm
both
like,
seem viable.
These are for blowing up buildings, not like these are, like the equivalents of like daisy cutters, not precision munitions.
Yeah. With a 24, cool. With these, you feel like, it would depend slightly on how exactly you, quote unquote, deployed it. You figure like there is a way to cause this thing to blow up that with the sort of like heavy reinforcement of the plating on here to make sure that it doesn't accidentally go off, you feel like you could potentially make this thing Claymore, essentially. Like, have that shape charge go off. It would be kind of tough to do, but it's possible.
Okay. Instead of the leading question angle, maybe it makes sense for me to just kind of explain what I've got as a thought in my head.
Absolutely.
So I know the Lyreguard are inbound, and I at least need enough time to disable these giant batteries in whatever way I can, whether it's like, destroying the, like doing the equivalent of like putting a spike through the engine block sort of thing to them. There's the one entrance into this area, and is it this one down here to the south?
So the entrance you came in from, thank you, I meant to mention this earlier. You came in from the east.
Oh, okay.
So you basically came in like, from here and walked over this way.
So then my idea was basically because I don't want these guys' blood on my hands. They did voluntarily agree to an order to attack a civilian population, but I don't want to individually carry out my revenge on them. So since they're scared, I would want to chase them out, and in the meantime have my strike team and me with my front-loading, bulldozer lifting capacity, quickly pile a few of these shells in the doorway, and ready for the Lyreguard to approach, have all three of us lined up to fire at the shells as aggressively as we can, in the hopes that at least one of those bullets will set off one of them just as the Lyreguard are coming through.
Incredible. Okay. I think that you can relay this to your strike team easily enough. So are you yelling at everybody, all the technicians, to get out?
Yeah, I'm yelling at. It's like, get out if you value your lives, and the minimum calibers that we're going to need is, and if you want to see your family again, you need to get to the brigands. We're going to take them over to the east. And alternating between sotto voce orders to the strike team and as being as intimidating as I can.
Amazing. Yeah, you succeeded on the showdown face down roll. So yeah, they all were like, nope, and get the heck out of there. Let's.
Because I know time is of the essence, and if we don't have enough time to do everything I'm describing, I'm more than would more than understand that. But also, it's a ginormous ship.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. As I'm keeping an eye on the clock, but this is kind of one of the main goals here of this mission is to make sure that they cannot bombard Echo Center again.
Yeah.
And if you're able to either lock this area down or something like. Yes, this makes sense to me. Okay, yep, all the technicians just bolt for their lives. And here's what I will say. Go ahead and make... I want to say this is... Yeah, make an athletics roll just to see how quickly you're able to get these shells in position. Because you...
Just improve.
I'm just going to say you can do so. But we'll see how fast you can do it. 19?
Oh man, the virtual dice love to roll off of the one. Just not good for my blood pressure.
Exactly. Okay, with a 19. Okay. So you want basically your strike team to be in position ready to fire on these ordinances, and then presumably you will as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to be examining the things in the time that we've got.
Sure.
Because this room is significantly smaller than the comfortable firing distance of the assault rifle. So I'm essentially equally capable of shooting a fixed target from anywhere in this room.
Sure. Let's get these people set up into position. Give themselves a nice... Sorry, pretend we can't see the dead people for a while. Yeah, set themselves up into position. Try and give themselves the best range, best odds here. Can't see. Just do zoomed in. 15, 15, 13. So we want 1, 2, 3 more squares back. Okay.
And for what it's worth, I'm not like piling them in the center of the hallway like a Roadrunner cartoon. I'm like trying to keep them so they won't see them until they've like come into the doorway.
Okay.
The idea is that they're like on either side, like pointing inwards rather than directly in the doorway pointing that way. Because I'm assuming that the Lyreguard have eyes.
Yes. Okay. That makes a lot of sense here. Okay.
And I'm assuming the doorway is not so wide that the blast radius of a bomb going off on one side wouldn't reach the bomb on the other.
Yeah, with shells of this caliber, that makes sense to me. So here's with your roll. You did roll very well, so you are able to get these into position. The private roll I made was how long is it going to take for the Lyreguard to get here?
Fun.
Unfortunately for you, I rolled quite low on that, which means that it is not very much time before they arrive. So here is what I will offer. Just as you get these shells into position, you are still like close up there. You've just dropped down the last one. That is when the Lyreguard, the doors open, and that is when 2 Lyreguard here are pretend. Oh no. 1 second here. I'm just going to move over so we don't have any secret things showing up on the stream. Okay, and back. So here's what I give you. You see these, heavily armed and armored figures here. These Lyreguard step inside. You see these like helmets that seem to be like completely covering their eyes, but you of all people are familiar enough with cyber tech to know they can see perfectly fine. And they have these just big. Let me remind myself what weapons that they have. Currently, yes, they also have like these heavy assault rifles in hand as they come in, and you see them. They do step inside, clock the shells. Here's the choice that it will give you. You can give the order for your strike team to fire on the shells now, and it will catch them in the blast, and it will catch you in the blast.
Fire on the shells! Patch will recover my black box.
Okay, is that the order that you give? Do you tell them to fire? Okay.
And I'll even throw a shotgun blast at them too, because the way they're positioned, I can get both of them and a shell.
Okay. Then with that, you tell them to fire, and they follow orders. We're going to pause for a moment.
The best part about faceless mooks. No moral ambiguity.
We sort of pan over. It's like we get camera shots of the rest of the group. Bo, Pixie, and Leska are still, and Pixie's strike team are still hustling towards the bridge. Patch, you are making your way in that direction as well. You were kind of on the lower decks as well, so you're heading like maybe swing by the weapons array before going up to the bridge. Still hadn't come to that decision yet, but as this is I think the closest sound effect that I have at the ready. You all feel this rumble under your feet as you hear this explosion go off, and suddenly you hear like alarm bells, whoop whoop whoop, like the alarms are blaring now on the ship. If we were on the outside here, we would see this explosion and smoke coming up from the weapons array. For now, I would say you have definitely disabled the weapons array, since you have blown up a few things, including at least the entrance is going to be inaccessible. Is there anything you'd like to say here, Opera, over your open comms as you give this order?
Tell Comet he was beginning to show improvement.
Which is the closest to a compliment that you all have ever heard from Opera regarding Comet. And with that, you hear the communications from Opera's side go dead. Let's go back to our cross section here. And let's bring back some sort of audio. Yeah. No, we want this one. Yep. So with that in mind, Opera is currently at least MIA, if not worse. Patch, since you still kind of potentially have a decision to make, here's what I'll give you. As you're like running on the hallways towards the weapons array, you do see more like reinforcements coming in as well, of some Lyreguard, some just like plenty of people like kind of running that direction. The alarm bells are going off, but at the very least, yeah, you cannot hail Opera or you none of you can get any response from Opera or his strike team. You're not sure exactly what happened, but with the number of people who are like also running that direction, Patch, you can continue to go that way. Let me turn down the music a tad. You can continue to go that way, but I feel like you would intuit that at this point, you heard that explosion, you felt that explosion. You're not sure if there is anything that you can do. You can continue just kind of scoping it out, or you can head towards the upper decks and rendezvous with the other folks towards the bridge.
She's probably gonna get on the agent that they have. Do you folks need me up there? Because I kind of want to go after Opera.
I think we'll be okay, but friend computer?
Humphrey Bogartron.
Yes, you rang.
Can you provide any insight into the weapons array? Do you know if anyone's alive down there?
Unfortunately, I can't really get a good read on Opera's agent down there. Now, that's not to say that, well, Opera's a sight hardier than the agent, so it's entirely possible that...
Ooh, where is the Humphrey Bogart accent? It's a little off here today. Let's focus up.
Yes, of course. But our friend Opera, he's quite a bit hardier than that doohickey, that doodad of his, that agent, so he might still be up and fighting there. At the very least, I frankly don't know. But and
then you hear a...
I'm sure he's okay.
Yes, check him out.
He's built like a tank, and in many ways is a tank, so he's probably fine.
Well, unless Bo thinks otherwise, I think you should go after Opera and try to save him if you can. I mean, unless it's too dangerous, but...
Well, I see everyone going over there right now. And I mean everyone.
I mean, if it's gonna get you killed, then save yourself, but...
You see that Leska pipes up here. Look, I understand your concern to want to help Opera, but this is also a bit of a golden opportunity. As you say, there are many people running towards there. Maybe you can do something, but at the very least, there's a good chance that you will get caught, and it'll be for naught. If you team up with us, we can take advantage of this distraction, and maybe, just maybe, we can take the bridge. And then we will be in a better position to help him.
Yeah, one person on her own is not really going to help right now. Especially if there's anything we can't do right now. All right, I'll go rendezvous with you up towards the bridge. If the idiot sacrificed himself, we'll make sure it isn't for nothing.
Okay. So with that, you go up to rendezvous with the other two towards the bridge. Give me one moment to, because I wasn't 100% sure who would be present. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on y'all's tokens. Y'all have, oh yeah, Leska's here as well. And you have two strike teams with you. Oh boy. All right. I just have to remind myself I did this to myself. Okay. Two, three, four. Okay. So with that, you... it takes, a few minutes. This is a very, very large ship, but Pat, you are able, with your strike team, to rendezvous with everybody. Everybody is here. And...
Alright, gang. Let's try and get these, give these assholes what for, right?
And you get closer and closer to the bridge. When the... you're able to, there are a couple of guards posted, but since you have maintained your cover, they simply, do a quick once-over and then nod as the gates open here. As I go back to my other soundboard. There we go. Yep. The doors open, and you behold the bridge. I'm going to go ahead and actually... Oh no. I did it again. Real quick, I'm going to stick Opera kind of in the corner on this map just so you can see what is going on. I'm going to shrink you so we know that it's not actually you. At the very least. Okay. So here, as you enter the bridge, it is a hive of activity. The sort of smaller figures here, those are the officers and technicians, pilots. This is a very large bridge that you see here. You see the side rooms, possibly sort of communications and stuff like that. You see this array of screens here as well, and then finally at the helm, several what look like pilots, people taking carrying out their various assignments and tasks. You also see 2 Lyreguard here, doing what else but guarding the bridge. And then at the end of this sort of bridge catwalk here, again, the Star Wars analogies are useful as always. Think, the shots of Vader on the Star Destroyer is like that long spaceship bridge. That is the sort of size and similar enough ship. That is the size of the bridge we were looking at. Here towards the front, you do in fact see Commander Vixra, and his back is currently to you. What do you do? And here you all are. You've just come in from the door. Yeah. What do you do?
Do we need to roll initiative, or?
You tell me. It seems
So we're
like
trying
the Lyreguard here clock you, and they seem a little bit like,
Okay.
they don't like open fire on you, but since you're still in disguise, they like just clock that there's a large group of people who have just come into the bridge but don't accost you at the present, and Commander Vixra still has his back to you, very much like parade rest, hands behind back, looking out at this like window screen in front of him. And this also gives you all an opportunity to like see. You're not sure if it's a screen or a window, truly unknown, but it at least looks like a window, and you see now this vantage point. You see the sky and even like clouds, and you can just make out the rise of the dome, or that whole you can't see the whole, just like the angle here, but you do see just the curve of the dome juxtaposed against the sky here. What do you do?
Before we get into anything, just out of character, I am having that issue again where I'm trying to zoom in and out, but I'm just moving my token in a circle. Matt, do you remember?
If you unclick your token and do the scroll wheel, then it should be able to zoom in and out. I think it's doing that because you have your token clicked.
I also think what helped last time was just hitting the command key again, because control is usually how you toggle between zoom in and rotate token.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for that.
That's not working this time. Shoot.
And you...
It's okay, I can work with it.
Try hitting, because I think there is an option to like clicking off of your token actually deselects the token, which why that's not the default, that's a different discussion, but hit escape. Hit escape to deselect your token and then try and the zoom in and out.
Escape wants me to reload the application. So
maybe not that.
Okay.
Here's an idea. Now try and zoom in and out.
Nope. Patch is still spinning in the circle.
That is... It
could just be me. It's fine. I can make this work. I'm just gonna look...
Yeah,
really...
in the meantime, it might help, like when you have a moment, you can click the gears in the top right, and that will bring up the game settings, and you can look and see like what the hotkeys are. Maybe there's something, either a way to fix it or something here. But
okay.
Yes, let's move forward here. Okay. But yes, what do you do?
I have a thought. I'm just quickly rechecking the rules for the face down stuff and how that works, because I think that's something that I would do before battle would happen if we do. Fortunately, it's not like in my character sheet, so that's why I'm
face down. Face down is in your character sheet. If you pull up your sheet and there is like a little smiley face, I believe there in the bottom left, that is the showdown button.
Oh, mine's an angry face.
Or an angry face, yeah. Whatever the little face is.
Oh. Gotcha. Because my reputation is 3. Okay. Stat value. Why is it only 8? Oh, it's my cool?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, face down numbers are generally going to be a little bit lower across the board.
Show core situation modifiers.
Like
Okay, but I could use a complementary skill to add +1, take extra time to add a +1. Oh, it lists all these extra things, like you've never done the task before, take a -1, or it's a complex action, -2, bad sleep.
So I just pulled up face downs. So it is cool plus reputation plus D10. I think I have given y'all a little bit of reputation in the past.
Yeah, so I have a 3. I think everyone is at a 3 now.
That sounds about right. So it's cool plus 3 plus D10.
Yes, but I'm looking at the things underneath that, the core situation modifiers.
Gotcha.
As well.
In this case, if you're trying to do a face down, if anything.
But I was looking up, what is the the reasoning behind it? Like why? I just want to make sure.
I think those are for like general skill checks are more likely to have those situations come up. For face down, let me actually just take a look here.
Very good. It's face down. Reputation in Cyberpunk is one of their big effect. Face downs. A lot of combat in Cyberpunk goes down to duel of wills. Blah 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 blah. Okay. When 2 heavies are on the street, square off just before a fight.
Oh, core situational modifiers.
Back down from.
Okay, I see what you're talking here. This
core
situation
back
modifiers.
Back down from a confrontation.
Yeah, none of these are going to apply here. So you can just, if you are trying to face down, no core situational modifiers are going to apply here.
But we're trying to do this peacefully, right? We're gonna.
Right, that's kind of why I'm like.
That's why I asked.
Is there like a lie we could use to get rid of them first or something?
So, yeah, like I guess to talk above, continue talking above the table or whatever.
I mean, I think we would have strategized this like before walking in here. So
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm surprised we even got in here and did it. So I appreciate the little fast forward button. That's fun.
Yes, we like. We had plenty of session leading up to this, like y'all making your way to the bridge. So, if you want to like plan out what your plan, make a plan, we can say that you did that on the way. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, I guess I was, I could talk to him and just say like, Commander Vixra, like, we have some important intel that we need to talk to you about. We need you to, if we've looked at the map, I don't know if there's some sort of like war room or something, like a private meeting room we can go to.
A conference room.
Can we go to the conference room and do a quick Zoom call with some other people?
So you would expect one to be there, and lo and behold, quick cut to present time. This over here, this little circle over here on the right, that is like a holodeck, excuse me, like holographic communication center. So one can speak or pull up maps or anything like that. That is all going to be in this little area here to the right.
But it's not like private, closed door.
No.
Space.
Here on the bridge, nothing is private.
Cool. So we need to figure out, well, my thought is we need to figure out a way to get him out of here. But we also had that other secondary thing of using the bridge to do something else. Where am I note?
To crash it if things go bad, right?
To release prisoners is what our other one was. If while we're up there, crashing was just if everything goes to crap, which I really want to avoid crashing the ship. But if we can,
but we were going to open the doors, right?
Open the doors for the other prisoners to get them off the ship.
Yeah.
But we need to focus on the first mission, which is get Commander Vixra. There's a lot of people in here who are probably combat trained, so
So
the
yeah.
one kind of plan I had is
Mhm.
probably not gonna work without all of us dying.
Yeah,
So.
I will say to expedite sort of some planning. The little smaller icons here, I made them small for a reason. Like, they are technicians and whatnot. Like, I'm reflecting that there are people here, but only the full size tokens are prepared to like actually fight and intercept you. Notably, the 2 Lyreguard and possibly Commander Vixra, who's to say? But those are currently the 3 people who would say, if you rolled initiative, would be fighting back.
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of those liar guards somehow before we talk to Vixra.
Well, we could try lying first, and I could go try to talk to Commander Vixra and say that there's been a technical issue. Someone is there's been an infiltration in the ship's tech, and we need to perform like a diagnostic repair or some, blah 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 BS.
Full reset. Let's plug it to unplug it, plug it back in.
Yes, we need to do that, and that's who these people are that I've brought with me who are going to do that. And I can bring, I might bring like 2 of our extra people with us to help like shield, like visually block Commander Vixra's view while I'm talking to him. So maybe the rest of y'all can go try to, or actually maybe take Leska with me. I don't know. And then if you guys can try to go open the gates, the prison cells or something at the same time, and then I can talk to Vixra and try to convince him to come with us. And then if it all goes to shit, we fight. I don't know. That's kind of the best I got at the moment.
Here's something, another bit of information here as you approach the bridge. With all the alarms going off, you know that they are on alert for sure. They allowed you inside the bridge, as we just sort of saw there for a moment. But like, with an explosion in the weapons array, they are on alert.
Right. So I think they're on alert for stuff, but let's play into that by saying, yeah, we're technical special ops. We're here to ensure that nothing in the bridge has been compromised with the other parts of the ship experiencing issues. And the specialized tech team needs to, it'll take only a few minutes. We need to get into your computers and secure the system. Yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then if you feel confident in its ability to kind of do that, then maybe using those, like, I might just take me and Leska, and then if you can use the other 4 to kind of help shield the view, so like of the other technicians and other guard to see, like, so they can't see what you're doing on the computer. Make a little human shield.
As far as the liar guards, do we still have access to the one like comm system that we took from that guy?
Yes.
That we could. What if one of us were to say, or at least get the word out that somebody escaped that weapons? Oh gosh, the word is escaping my mind right now. Yes, thank you. The weapons array, and is loose on that deck, and they need as much backup as they can get, making sure we're not on that deck, and praying that Opera is alive and has found a place to hide.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I might as well give it a try. The part that I'm a little unsure about is, what do I say to get Commander Vixra to come with us? Do I tell him kind of the truth and say, like, hey, we're actually here for this reason. If you come with us peacefully, like, nobody will get hurt, etc. Nobody who hasn't already gotten hurt will be hurt. Or do I continue lying? And just for reference, so I have like a plus 14 to persuasion, but is deception a skill?
I believe deception falls under persuasion in this game system.
Okay, so lie. So whether I lie or tell the truth, it would still both be persuasion.
I believe so. Let me double check that for you. Let's see. Reflexes technique. Nope. It's up here. Persuasion. Convincing, persuading, or emphasizing to be smooth talker. Yeah. I believe that does, in fact, fall under... Where is he? This actually might fall under acting, because this is like you trying to assume this military role and, convey that information, that fake information. Impersonator, disguise, like you're in disguise functionally. This is acting.
Poop. Well, that is unfortunate.
So you think the truth would be a little bit better? But
well, I think at this point, because I'm pretending to be, I guess if I went up to him and said, "Hey, I'm actually not this person. I'm actually just a guy who used to own a bar. You should come hang out with me." That would get me a better role than me trying to pretend to be somebody I'm not.
Yeah. I would,
because my acting is only a +8.
Only.
Well, it's a cool skill, but I didn't put anything into acting because Bo's very comfortable with who he is. But he doesn't need to act. I guess. I don't know. I just didn't think to put anything in there. There's a lot of skills.
There's a lot of skills.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, I will attempt to tell the truth and explain the situation and hope that he has some sense of morality. And if that doesn't work, I will persuade him with my gun.
I mean, that can be persuasive.
It's one way to persuade people. Here's also something that I will say. So all these like flickering screens in front of you, this is going to be more like instruments for flying, targeting, navigation, things like that. This area over here to the left, where you see some these other monitors, that's going to be like internal systems monitoring. So like if you do want to try and like hack the system or like open cell doors, things like that, that would be accomplished over here in this alcove here on the left. And on that note, like when you're discussing your options, you do get a voice pipes up.
You can always plug me into the system. I love to help.
Sounds
No.
great.
I mean, yes, but no. I love and hate this.
Do
Well,
we
got
know
that.
anything about Vixra, like from the emissaries of tomorrow? Do they know any sort of knowledge about like his tactics, his
Yeah.
how he would operate? Like, do we have a good sense that like we could persuade him, or is he like a I don't know, extremist, where he would like not be as willing to?
So I think that makes sense. Like you'd get at least a brief dossier on this man here. So Commander Vixra, as you can tell from the picture, he is an older gentleman. At least appears to be. He is the commander of New Gallic's flagship. That is like, without being the commander in chief or like the major general, it's about as high as you can get and still be in the field. They don't have like all his information, but they do know that he has been with the New Gallic military for a long time and has a lot of experience. Like this was not an instance of nepotism. He earned his way here. Him being the one to give the order to the ship to shell the city, his reputation for being a fairly ruthless commander is also apparently well earned. You can try and speak with this man, but if you get the sense that, and Leska would confirm here, if you want to, like, it would be basically impossible to convince this decades-long military man to suddenly turncoat against his own country without some sort of, evidence or ace in the hole that sort of shoots a hole in his loyalty, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Do we know anything about his personal life?
That was gonna be my question.
Like where his family lives?
Mm-hmm.
You do not have that information.
Damn.
You can always ask, but you don't have. You don't. Yeah, basically, you will have his military reputation and records. That is what you have.
Does he have anything we could blackmail him with, such as anything on, like, that Leska might have known about? That's like like he did something he doesn't want it to get out, or like, I don't know, he sold, or he had something that would besmirch his military career and like, I don't know.
Did he visit the Neon Garden?
Yeah, did he visit the Neon Garden? Did he cheat out his wife?
Or smuggle a few things?
Yeah.
You would know, Bo, that this man has not been to the Neon Garden. As far as any personal digging, I will roll a die for, actually, one of you may roll a straight D10. It is, I'm going to say because this is pretty tough, I'm going to say 8 through 10, you have some kind of dirt on this guy.
Can I do it, but pump all of my luck into it?
No. This is more of like a luck check versus a skill check.
Gotcha.
Are you feeling lucky, though?
I do not tend to roll well in this system, so I would say somebody else.
What about you, Angela?
I got like 2 nat 1s last time, so no.
Oh, God. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
You got this.
I was scared of cat. I'm sorry. Yeah!
An 8.
Damn.
Okay. With an 8, Leska was able to dig up, doing some digging on this guy. It was very, very difficult to get any sort of personal information, this high-ranking military officer. But they were able to find out that, what I will say is that Leska / one of her people were able to dig up info on his family. You know their names and you know where they live.
Okay. It gives me something I can kind of work with, I think.
Yeah. We'll say this was during the planning phase. You get one from Leska saying, if he did in fact have anything besmirching his military record, it would seem that New Gallic did not see fit to keep that on their record. I would imagine so. You don't exactly get to that position cleanly, but unfortunately we just don't know.
I don't feel great about threatening this man's family, but I think that's kind of the only direction I've got. Even though if I say, if I get up to him and then just whisper to him, hey, like, we've got your family, we've got targets on your family. If you don't come with us, we will be forced to take them out. But we will not touch them. They won't even know that we were there. If you come with us peacefully and have a discussion with us, that makes me feel real gross. But that's kind of my thinking at the moment, is the only kind of viable option to make it happen peacefully.
Does Bo say any of this out loud?
If we're in the planning stages, yes.
then I think Patch would just point out that this person didn't care about Bo's family.
It's true,
true.
but he doesn't care, but I don't want to stoop to their level, but technically what I'm saying is not true. But if he asked me about it, I could say, their address or whatever. But, we don't have actually anybody trained on him, but, that's where I don't know if that would be above the table. If I'm persuading him to believe that, or if I'm acting to be more of like carrying myself in such a way that he thinks I'm a military person. But and there's also conversation as another stat.
Conversation is trying to get information from people without them knowing. Like you're just having a conversation and it's like they happen to let slip any information here.
Versus interrogation, which is you're like actively badgering them about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wowza. Okay. Let's just go for it at this point. Let's just see what happens. If all else fails, we just throw a flash grenade and beat up some people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I will, because I have one of the like fixer abilities is the like grease thing where you're like, it says you're able to like know about, well, this one says you get along with at least one other culture in your area as well as gaining a single edge, but the other version I read was like, it's not really like a skill thing, but just for flavor. It's like, basically Bo's really good at like assessing a situation and like getting the vibe and like picking up on little like, what's the word, like mannerisms and stuff of what people do. So he's gonna like look around and like kind of see how everyone, making sure like clocking how everyone's carrying themselves, and then like adopt this very militaristic style.
Before we get into it though, should we do Patch's plan of getting the Lyreguard out?
Oh yes, if you want to. Well, would you have stayed out, or I guess we could get one of our other people back in the ship to. No, I have the comm thing though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you had it.
Yeah. Could I have tried using the comms before we got in the room to call them out?
Yep. Just tell me what it is that you're trying to accomplish here.
Okay, so before we would have gotten onto the bridge, then I would have gone over the comms and said, basically what Patch said, which was that there is an escapee in the weapons area, and they need backup.
Okay. You relay that over the comms, and you hear it.
Roger that. We already have forces inbound. Should be able to apprehend.
I think they've told me that they need additional assistance. This one is particular. They have a very intense cyber individual who is, well, frankly, he's a little off his rocker, and they do need additional forces and highly trained ones.
You're saying we've got a cyber psycho on board?
Yes.
Ah, Christ. Okay.
Go ahead and make a. Yeah, I mean this is. Go ahead and give me. Yeah, give me an acting roll, but I'm going to say, what is your rank as a fixer?
It's still a 4 because I didn't understand how roll improvements worked.
Cool. Go ahead and roll acting, add 4.
Oh wow, add 4. Okay. Cool. Click that. Add +4. You did that right? Yellow. Do it. There we go.
16. Okay. You get a.
Roger that. Sending additional forces. Over.
And you feel like, and yes, as you continue making your pass, yes, it does seem as if they have taken the bait here. It's not exactly part of their ship just exploded, so it's not going to take too much persuasion to send more forces. Okay.
All right. So then that will fast forward back into the bridge. And then we'll continue with the other thing, which is to, as soon as we get in there, like full on salute, like whatever their standard salute is. Hopefully we've been watching interactions happen throughout the ship, and just like say, we're part of basically what we said earlier, which is Commander Vixra, we're part of the special forces tech team. It appears that as you're aware, part of the ship has been compromised potentially, and we're here to ensure that the bridge remains safe and secure, and that you are safe as well. My colleagues here need to access your computer, or access, parts of your computer to ensure that, et cetera, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that, go ahead and just give me a... So then, yeah, back to the present. You are as ranged. You see that Vixra is basically burning a hole in the back of this man's head with the intense gaze that she is currently sporting. Go ahead and give me a straight acting roll. This is going to be a pretty tough DV here.
Cool. I'm going to put all of my luck into it, which isn't much. Can I know what what it is ahead of time? If it's even possible.
I will say it's going to be tough, but possible. Let's see here. This is going to be a DV22.
Okay. That's basically impossible for me to do. So if I feel like
you were
that
trying
is not...
to basically like slip under this commander's radar, or
yeah,
you know what I mean.
All right. I'd have to spend every point of my luck and also roll perfect.
Actually, is there insight?
But that's okay. I will skip to the second plan, which is in the middle of my spiel of like, we're special.
Excuse me. Rather than it being a super tough DV, I'm going to roll opposed. I'll roll opposed, which I believe is human perception would be the like insight check here.
Okay.
Still probably going to be pretty tough, but yeah.
I think what I will do instead is go with the other option, because even with that, like having a plus whatever 6 to my roll plus luck would be a lot better. Okay. Just because did the Lyreguards leave?
No. You get the sense like there will be some effect from that radioing in, but this is still like the main command center of this flagship. They're not going to leave it unguarded.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like and like the fact that there are only 2 Lyreguard in here seems like a small miracle in and of itself.
Okay. I probably can't get up close enough to him to just whisper to him. Okay. Fuck. I am This is so stupid. I'm going to just go try to walk up to him, I guess, in the middle of my spiel, and just like basically go in the room like, we are here to do a job. We know what that job is. We are comfortable here, and I'm not going to try to like. I guess that's still acting. Fuck.
Yep. If you're trying to do that, we're just checking your computers, that is going to be acting. If you're trying to basically blackmail him with information about his family, that will be persuasion. Or you can, or if you take that tack, that can also be face down, if you would prefer.
Okay.
Is there any sort of advantage because we're all there and also helping this performance?
It's probably not enough to make it like. I think what I need to do is I'm just gonna basically. My thought is, well, I can just shout to him basically once we're in there, like once the doors close, like, "Hey, my dude, we know where your family is. We have stuff trained on them," and persuade him that way. But like, well, if assuming that we can persuade with that, because otherwise, like, I have no. Like, I have a really good persuasion, but I don't have anything to persuade him with other than like, we won't kill you. If that's the only truthful thing right now is we won't kill you and everyone in here if you come with us, which if I were him, I would say no to, because they're probably they outnumber us, at least visually.
Okay. I think we're getting in a little bit of an overthinking loop. So let's just take a breath. And tell me what your goal here is.
To get him to come with us peacefully and for no one to follow us. And also, if we can, to get the bridge to open up the doors to the prisoners.
I think you should just try the acting role.
I would have to roll it absolutely perfect.
The
opposed one. Okay,
yeah.
I can try the opposed one.
This is opposed.
Okay. So I'm gonna put all my luck into it. Now what'd you roll?
Oh,
Look at that.
Well, hot damn.
Okay.
What did you say about a perfect roll again?
Yeah.
That's all you had to do.
No sweat.
So before I make my opposed roll, tell me one more time, very simply, since we went through a few different options.
Yeah.
Simply, what it is here that you are. What's the lie here? What's the?
I am.
Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you telling him?
Yes. Telling him, we have your family.
So this is the. It looks like you rolled acting, which. Sorry.
Aren't we going home pretending to be?
The
pretending
thing.
I'm telling. Yes. I mean, the goal is to with that acting role, I guess, is to get up to him. Very, very close, with the tech background concept.
Okay. And then be able
that's the simple version.
Okay. Yes, that is what I'm asking. Is like, what are you saying with this acting role? Okay. So you're going with we're like securing the system here. Yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think the rest of us will go to all the like stations, right? And then open the doors to the brig.
To the brig.
Okay. Then with that, I'm going to say he's going to need to roll very well here. That is only a 19, since he does not exactly have luck points to pull on. Okay. So as you come here and saying, like, we're here to secure the system in case there's, like, some sort of, like, incursion and whatnot, what y'all are about to do, like opening the brig cells and whatnot, how that's accomplished, we'll get to that in a moment. But for now, as you say that, you see that he doesn't even fully turn around. You just see that he like looks to the side. And why are you bothering me with this? Go on, carry out your task. And so with that, you are then allowed to move freely about the cabin. Yeah, so like for as long as you keep your activities roll in line with that lie, like checking out the systems and everything, you'll be good for now. Thank you, Fence, for contributing 2,000 more points to changing friend computer settings. All right. So, succinctly, Bo, it sounded like you were saying you wanted to go forward so you can, like, potentially address him a little bit more privately. This lie has carried forth, so the Lyreguard are going to allow you to get close enough to approach, pending. Pixie and Patch, what do you do?
So you said before we knew where we would have to go. We would have to go to that left little like alcove.
Yes, internal systems are going to be there on the left.
Okay. So I guess head that way.
Yeah, anything that opens the brig, because I know full well I gave the gardener that flashbang grenade, so hopefully there'll be a little more chaos there. Also, Jonathan, there's a hydrate or dihydrate as well.
Oh, yes, there is. All right, everybody. Hydrate or dihydrate. I, for one, choose to hydrate.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, Patch, you're gonna like help with the stuff there on the left. Pixie, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought we were both doing that.
Oh, you're both doing it. Okay. Cool. Got it. So go ahead and move yourselves where you would like to kind of set up shop. Mm-hmm.
Also, you mentioned Jacobot might be interested. Would we have discussed this beforehand about just letting him loose on the system?
Sure.
To cause ultimate chaos. But also kind of scary at the same time.
Yeah. So Jacobot, as they have mentioned before, is a helper program here to help. If you want to sort of like plug them in as your like use Jacobot to basically like DDoS the system, you absolutely can. But
it's certainly
you don't
hyper
have to.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We should do it.
Well, we don't have Opera here to say no.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I'm here
still
for
a
the
majority
chaos.
vote. Yeah. Sorry to miss Opera's vote on this one, but we've still got 3 out of 4. So, and you're all the ones here in the cockpit. So,
Would Bo have weighed in on it?
Bo probably doesn't. He doesn't. Lee and Bo don't get tech, so you're fine.
I mean, I just know plug in a hyperactive system, watch it go haywire, see what it does. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go for it. Everyone who is in favor of jacking in Jacobot to help the computer system here on the ship, raise your hand. 3, 2, 1. Yay or nay?
I mean, in favor of, but
Jack him off.
Yep. That's what it's called. All right, that is I think at least 3 out of 4 for plugging in Jacobot into the system. Okay. Mechanically, what that is going to mean is that at least for like sort of the initial hack, like opening brig doors, things like that, you will not need to roll tech. some of the technicians here, if they're allowed to go if they're allowed to continue, will probably try and fight Jacobot here, with their computer skills, unless they are physically accosted. So there's that. Okay. So go, Pixie. Yes, you've already moved yourself. Patch, go ahead and move yourself as well. All right, Bo. Yep, you're up there. Leska is going to also pretend to also to clarify sort of these two sort of rows of computer screens. Those are sort of inset a little bit, sort of conversation pit style depth. Again, what you see in Star Wars and whatnot, where they're the array of panels are sunk beneath this platform kind of that is on ground level. She's going to be right here, ostensibly working on this screen, but you see her eyes keep flicking up towards where the two of you are here. Strike team.
What was Leska doing? What was her goal?
I was hoping Leska would just accompany me to help, as
Yeah, so it's she's up there in the front with you here. She is right there as well.
Okay.
Strike team. Yeah, you've got 2 strike teams. Where do you want them? They're a particular strike team. So, Pixie, where do you want your strike team?
Oh yeah.
Maybe near the Lyreguards.
Okay.
To be the front line of defense if things go bad.
Okay. They are, helping, secure the system or whatever, closer to these Lyreguards here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say, let's go right there-ish. Cool. Patch, where do you want your strike team?
I never asked. What are they armed with? Are they armed?
They've got assault rifles.
Okay.
Currently not wielding them, but they have them.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably we're trying to spread them out a little bit so they don't look too conspicuous. So I'm guessing maybe oops, that's not, I'm pressing the wrong button. But maybe a couple steps, just a couple steps behind the other strike team.
Okay.
In this area, and then the other one here to help cover.
Works for me. Okay. Great. So you move into position. Pixie slash Hatch. The motion to install jacobot.exe seemed to carry through. So you go ahead and plug him in.
Yay! I'm helping.
And these technicians, because they, there are so many communications. There's chatter here in the bridge. A lot of it is currently internal affairs, since there was an explosion on the ship. There is plenty of a flurry of activity. So, given that you passed this initial check, it seems okay, this is part of the flurry of activity. Sure. And these technicians allow you to address the other monitors here as part of their system for sure. You successfully install Jacobot. You can absolutely use that to open the brig doors, but I think before that switch gets pulled. So, Bo, you move a little bit. You move closer to Commander Vixra here. You do see that they're again not pointing their weapons at you, but you do clock that the Lyreguard are looking at you since you are standing right next to the commanding officer. What do you do?
All right. So I'm close to, so I'm close to him. So I'm gonna just lean over and try to whisper, or I would basically just go in and say sir, we have some, we also have some additional intel that's considered very sensitive and highly classified, due to basically just giving myself a reason to lean in close and whisper to him without him freaking out. But if you'll allow that to be part of that 30 roll with the tech thing.
Sure.
But
he just sort of like looks back over his shoulder again a little bit and just says, "Very well. What is it? Speak."
And then I'll lean in and whisper the story we established before, which is we have your family under surveillance, and they will be safe. They'll live. Blah blah blah. Come with us.
Okay. Make a face down roll.
Oh, that's not persuasion? Since I'm telling.
No, like you're, like this is basically like you want this guy to come quietly without a fight. That is the very definition for a face down roll. Basically, you having this information allows this to occur at all. If you didn't have some sort of leverage on him, there would not be grounds to make one.
Okay. Cool. So that's cool plus reputation plus the D10. All right, here goes nothing. Okay. Not terrible.
Okay. Let me hold on. Reputation. Okay. As I come up with a reputation level for this man. Okay. It is possible for you to succeed on this roll. That is a natural 1.
Okay.
And he crashes into a tree.
He crashes into a tree. What you what you see here is that, he's looking over his, shoulder here as you address him, like not even like facing you fully. As you say that, you read that his jaw just instantly like tenses, his body tenses here as you say that, and say, "I don't know who you are, nor do I care. If you think you can come here, of all places, and threaten my family, I don't think you know who I am either." And that's going to be the start of combat here. He's going to take that -2 to all actions because he is like losing his cool a little bit with his family being threatened, and the veracity of what you say, like, who they are, where they are, that tracks. But we're going to take a break here and get combat set up. We will see y'all back here in a few minutes. All right, folks, we are back here. During the break, we rolled initiative so we can dive in head first as the commander here. So as combat begins, what we see is this sort of growl from the commander who seems shaken by this threat to his family. As you might understand, did not expect that particular thing to happen here as he is commanding the helm. And quick as a flash, will not get a surprise round, but Bo, you just barely dodge out of the way as quick as a flash, like drawing from underneath his coat, you see this blade suddenly slice in front of your face as he now fully turns around. And he calls out to the Lyreguard here. It seems we have some intruders. You know what to do with those sort of trash. And with that, we are going to begin combat. Let's throw on that combat music. Since we've already rolled initiative, as it turns out, Leska and the strike team were ready for this to go down because they both rolled critically in their initiative and will be going first. So first up is going to be the strike team. I feel like this music is about to get louder. So the strike team, I will just say, you told them ahead, if things go sideways, do you want them to aim at the Lyreguards or aim at the commander? Seemed like you all had placed them next to the Lyreguard. Is that where you want them to focus their fire?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted some sort of confirmation. Very good. So then let's go over to...
Oh.
Yes?
Yeah, my strike team was kind of covering the strike team too. So yeah, I guess they'll be aiming for the Lyreguard as well.
Perfect. Yeah, to simplify things, I have them all moved as a group, which I was originally thinking, I'll just have them move with Leska. No, I'll have them take a separate turn, but moving together anyway. That happens every time. All right, I'm going to make some attacks here at the Lyreguard. Let's go ahead and double check. So assault rifle.
And is Jacobot gonna get a turn?
Jacobot's in. Thank you for pointing that out. Give me 1 second here. So it's gonna be DV17. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, same. 17 across the board. Let me make a few assault rifles. Then yes, we will sort of. I will narrate what goes down there. So that's a miss. Miss again. That's 14 and 14. 19, that's a hit. Another 19. Okay, so the two strike team folks on the left, both their shots go wide. The two on the right do in fact manage to sink some damage into that right Lyreguard. That is a critical hit. There it is. Let me double check their health. Here. Oops. Okay. Got it. So we got Got it. So with that, these two managed to get some shots in on that Lyreguard, ablating their armor twice. And inflicting a critical injury. Let me, roll damage one more time for the second one. Damn. Assault rifles do a lot of damage when they land. I guess that's what the armor is for. So that's double blade. As these land, let me go ahead and roll on the critical injury table. Torn muscle. What does that do? -2 to melee attacks. Okay. Yeah, you see these bullets rip through the kind of bicep area on that rightmost Lyreguard there, and blood goes spraying a bit. Kind of as these initial shots go off, then yes, as Commander draws blade as shots start firing. You do hear, I want to say it's Cowboy Bebop, but like they're like when like the virus mode activates, and you just see like these like kind of wicked grins on the screens here as Jacobot fully starts DDoSing, virusing the system here, and from the speakers you hear
And doors are going to open.
and you hear like there's a blare of an alarm as you see like an alert reads that the brig doors are now open. All of them. The brigs are open. And the technicians there are like, wait, what? Like between the gunshots and the alert going off, they are freaking out. So that's what you get there. And it's going to be Leska's turn. I mean, yeah, Leska's going to open fire on the commander here. Oh, shoot, completely forgot. Okay, just I'm just technically these Lyreguard have reflex 8, but because I don't want to roll all those evasion rolls again like we have in the past, I'm just going to say no. Commander, on the other hand, Leska pulls out her rifle and is going to try and shoot. She pulls out a shotgun and is going to try and blast him. Taking a step up, she like puts a foot up on the railing here, up on the console, to try and not also shoot you here, Bo, and just tries to full-on blast shotgun in the face. It's normally a DV13, but so she rolls a 16 for that, and then we've got some evasion from our friend here. Evasion. What did I say? I said 16? Yeah, 16. Unfortunately, the commander gets an 18 and is able to, even with that -2, which I do have factored in, is able to dodge this shotgun blast from Leska. With that, that is those turns. Patch, you are up.
Okay. So I know I asked about the commander during the break, but I did not ask about the Lyreguard. I mean, obviously they have a lot of armor. Can I tell, like, how heavily... I mean, are they opera level of cyberized, or...
It's kind of hard to tell with all the military detail under there, but yeah, this is like just such super bloated military budget. You have not seen armor like this before. You can tell that, you know, it is doing what armor normally does, but seeing the bullets go through and start ablating their armor, it does seem like at the end of the day, it is not impenetrable by any means.
Okay. One last question before I make my decision.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to try throwing a grenade at the one on the left,
yeah,
is there any spot I can aim for that will not also catch Leska or the other strike team member?
Yes. If you aim for the square just to the north of that Lyreguard on the left, that will necessarily not hit anybody else.
Okay. I am going to take 2 steps.
Okay.
And I'm going to try chucking it at that exact spot. And it is an EMP grenade.
Okay. Love that.
It's the only one I got, folks. We're going to give it a shot.
So
it's either going to work or suck. Sorry.
I need an athletics check, DV16.
Yeah, okay. I am going to pour some luck into this.
Okay. While this is going down, both think about your turn. 19. That passes that DV16. So you manage to lob that EMP successfully. What does that EMP grenade do?
I mean, are you asking me mechanically, or
Yes, mechanically.
Are you okay? Oh shit.
Okay, I've got it pulled up here.
It
So
says,
if you...
oh, okay. On a fail, 2 pieces of cyberware or carried electronics stop working for 1 minute. GM's choice. Cyber limbs hang loosely like a dismembered. Ew. I don't want to finish that.
Dismembered meat arm. Yes. That's the language in the book. Like meat actions versus cyber actions. In any case, okay. So it's a DV15 cyber tech check from our friend here. Let me go ahead and roll that. At the very least,
I'll
I'll
getting
say
it if I had read what it did. I'm sorry. What?
no, you're good. You're also going to hit like these 2 displays here, which is going to mess up the ship here a little bit. So, at the very least, it's very slight, but this thing is big enough that like even a slight list, it's not going to be enough to affect anybody mechanically, but you do feel your body sort of tilt to the side a little bit as some of the internal control mechanisms here get messed up. But let's roll cyber tech for our friend. It's DV15, I believe. Come on. There it is. Ooh, that's not a lot. That is a 13. So, yes, some of their cyber tech is, in fact, going to be... Okay, so here is what you see when that happens. There's this EMP pulse here, and immediately you see sort of this heavy plating over their eyes, sort of like crackles and fizzles a little bit, and they have to like pull it up, so you just see like their regular eyes. So any sort of special sensory technology on this one, the like cyber eye thing going on, is non-functional. They have to rely on their regular eyesight. And more than that, even as they throw up this sort of lens, this lid on their helmet, you see that their body almost seems to convulse a little bit. You see these sparks travel up and down their body, and they just seem to be moving more slowly. It seems like there's some sort of like internal body enhancement that has just become non-functional, and they're moving much more slowly.
Okay. Gonna feel a little bad about what I did. Not too bad, just a little bad. And gonna head back. Let's see, I took 2 steps forward. That gives me 3 more to go. Is that correct?
Speed equals number of squares, so I think so.
Okay. So I will go back. And go back next to Pixie. And just say, we got this. With a lot more confidence than I feel.
Love that. Let's see here. So that is shoulder arms is a reflex. Okay. Okay. I'll give that a little bit of minus there. Okay. Sounds good. You're right. You got it. That is your turn. So that is over to Bo.
All right. First question is, on the bridge, are there any, like, I presumably there's like a large window or like
Yes.
Glass area.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like on the nose of it, or where would that be?
Yes. Like I mentioned before, like there at the nose, there is just, whether it's actually a glass or it's just a screen, it's hard to tell, but you do see like the sky in front of you.
Okay. Can I do like a perception check to tell if it's actually a window or a screen?
Sure, I'll give you that one for free.
Okay. Is that where is regular perception? Oh, there it is. I see it. Yes. Okay. All right.
22. Yep. You see that it's a bit of a
I guess if it is a window, is it a window that, if broken, would be large enough to get a human body through?
Yes. I'm gonna say that there does appear to be some sort of electronics integrated into it, sort of like an augmented reality display over. But best you can tell, this is just really heavily reinforced plexiglass. So if you were able to break it, it is, yes, certainly large enough for a person to go through.
Awesome. All right. I would like to okay, well, one other question. In the pre-planning or in our safety stuff, is there a thing, is there parachutes in this area, for emergency evacuations, for sky evacuations? Are there
Not here, no.
Not here? Okay.
There are
That's
escape
fine.
pods on this vessel. Yeah, there are escape pods. There aren't parachutes. There are parachutes in some of the smaller airships and gunships, much like in the one that you flew in on. But generally, no.
Could I have brought a parachute off the ship with me? Or is that too much pre-planning?
Roll just a straight intelligence check for me.
Okay. Let's see.
Or
intelligence, okay.
or concentration. Yeah. Intelligence check.
Oh, so close.
Well, nah. You
Okay.
didn't bring one.
Well, all right, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, let's go. I'm going to attempt to shoot the window out.
Hell yeah.
Well, first, before I do that, though, I will just, as a speaking action or persuasion action, I don't know, just tell everyone, shout, we do not want to hurt you unless you try to hurt us. So please take cover if you can. We don't want to hurt you.
Directly after that, you get a... Everyone stay exactly where you are. This won't take long.
All right, and then yes, I will attempt to shoot the window.
Go for it.
With my pistol.
Okay. For you, pistol.
So it's a heavy pistol.
Oh, a heavy pistol. I think it's the same TV. Okay.
Let's see, damage would be 3d6.
DV15.
Okay, so I just hit 8. No, I'm not aiming. I'm just
Yeah, it's not a named
roll,
shot.
Roll an attack.
Yeah, just roll an attack on the window.
Okay.
That is exactly 15. Unfortunately, in this system, ties go to the defender. So, you.
So I'll shoot again because I think I get two shots.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
yeah,
that's
beats
not
it,
a.
Beats it. Presumably.
DV15. No, you have to beat a 15. So, you're
Listen,
trying
the
to.
window survives.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, we were saying the same thing. Sorry. Yes, window survives.
So yes, window does survive here, but with your heavy pistol, I believe you get more than one shot.
Yes, so I'm gonna try again. Okay.
18 will do it.
Awesome. And then I would like to use my movement to get. I think I can get all the way right next to the window.
Sure.
Let's see. I guess I can do it this way, right? Or no, I can't. Okay, what? Or well, diagonal is just one movement, right?
Say again.
If I move diagonally, it's just one
that's
movement, right?
that's just one.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I'm gonna be right next to the window, and I'm gonna prep my. Well, did we establish that a grappling gun can wrap is a thing that you can use to grapple somebody, basically?
I forget what I allowed in the past.
I sort of did it on the elevator, but my roll wasn't successful, so I don't know if we decided to allow that
I think
or
it's
not, 'cause
I
that
think
would
it's I think it's fun. So sure.
Okay, great. Then yeah, then I'll stay there then. Yes. Okay, then I'm done for this turn.
Okay. Very. Okay.
Actually, I am gonna actually retcon that briefly.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay here for the moment, but the window still blown out. That part. I'm just gonna keep where I am for the moment.
Got it. Okay, so you do that. That is going to be Commander Vixra's turn. So he looks at you. He seems to be incensed based on his actions, but there is sort of this cold, militaristic, disciplined fury here as he just looks at you, and with his grim determination here and the meanest mustache you've ever seen in more ways than one, he is going to, with this blade here. Hold on, let me confirm what that is not helpful. Yeah, like this is it's basically a small sword that he has like pulled out of this thing, and with sort of scarily practiced movements, he goes in for close combat here. Here against you, Bo. First, he's going
And I would
to.
use
Yep.
evasion.
You certainly can.
I just do a regular roll for that, or just roll a skill.
Yeah, just roll evasion.
Okay.
Okay. You rolled a 21. He also rolled a 21. After that, -2 ties go the defender. He does miss. He is. Yeah. How much damage? What's his? And then you see he then goes to, hold on, it's all rate of Matthew, you're a melee expert. What's the rate of fire for? Oh, got it. Two rate of fire. Never mind. You see with after he like slices the sword, you see he then goes around with like CQC move, goes in for an elbow on you here. So you will need to roll another evasion.
Oh, okay.
He rolled. Since I'm rolling on my phone rather than on the board here, I will call out what they rolled before the defending rolls. Just that seems fair to me, so I'm not making things up. That was a 20, dirty 20. So he is going to get in with this martial arts adjacent attack. And you take 8 points of damage here, ignoring half of your armor.
Ignoring. So, I'm sorry. How does that work if I'm ignoring half of my? Because I have 11 for my head and a body.
You take 3.
Yeah.
8 minus 5 is 3.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I just.
So yeah,
lose
since
3
it's
hit
11,
points.
yes, 11. So half rounded down, that's 5. So you end up taking 3 points of damage, and your armor is, I believe, still ablated. Or hold up.
A blade. Would that be my body or my
Yes,
head?
body.
Body. Okay.
Yeah, gosh, sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just really hard to find most things in this book.
It's just Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Say it ignores half, but I still believe it does ablate. If normal melee strikes does, this martial arts does. So you hear this like crack in your chest armor here as it strikes through. So if your armor was originally at 11, now it is at 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, there should be a button to ablate it. And in any case, that is both his attacks, and he's going to stay exactly right there. That is... Okay, that's his turn. That is going to bring us to the Lyreguard. Here, they are going to... Yeah, first they're going to open fire on the strike teams in front of them here. With that here in close range, you see that they pull out these shotguns and are going to go to town. This one just... so the one on the left can get both of them. One on the right cannot, but is still going to... Oh, you know what he can do, though, is... Yep. Wait, no. So, yes. Sorry, I'm going to make the grid a little bit more visible here. That's easier. Let's do one on the left first. I don't think our friends, unfortunately, have evasion that is high enough. The strike team definitely does not. So that's DV13 for the left. As he unloads the shotgun. As a 19, does manage to hit both of these folks. 20 points of damage. Yeah. Okay, so 20. Where's our... Okay. There's a lot of people to track. Here I am, espousing all of the benefits of Foundry, and then since I didn't stick any of our enemies or NPC stats into it, I am not helping myself here. But in any case, so that is a successful shotgun on the left. This one is going to try and... This one on the right is going to try and hit both this strike team person in front of him as well as Bo. So Bo, go ahead and roll evasion. That is another 19 from the one on the right.
Uh, 21 for evasion.
Fantastic. You managed to dodge this shot. Unfortunately, our strike team friend does not. Stop it. Okay. Pretty low damage, thankfully. It's going to be okay, got it. The Lyreguard, or the strike team on the right hand side still seems fine. Left hurt, but not badly. And that is both of our Lyreguard's turns. Oops, sorry, I forgot I was supposed to split them up. I forgot. Apologies. The one on the left. So if something happens to the one on the left, I will retcon the damage to the left there. In any case, Pixie, that is your turn.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Do I know which terminal station thing controls the ship's flight?
Flight controls are going to be one of these, probably one of like the front consoles here. At the nose.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason whatsoever.
Right.
I am going to move a little bit. And I am going to... How bad are our strike teams looking?
One on the right's fine. Left is Well, because I did it wrong a little bit. Technically, at this moment, the one on the left are fine. It's a little bit of meta knowledge because, again, I messed up, but the one on the left are about to take some damage.
And the Lyreguard on the left has also taken a little bit of damage, right?
They got EMP'd, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the left got EMP'd. The one on the right is... Wait, what did happen to... No. Man,
I know you said the one on the right got... The strike team got 2 crits on the one on the right.
Yes, that's okay. That's what I was trying to remember how they, in fact, they took damage. Yep. So the Lyreguard on the right is in slightly rougher shape, even though they're not the one EMP'd.
I think I'm just gonna fire 2 shots at the Lyreguard on the left.
Go for it. Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, left got EMP'd but not hit. Right one got gunned in the face. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
Sweet.
You can click the blood drop there in the chat box, and that will roll damage.
Yeah, it says I'm not. Hold on. It says I wasn't targeting somebody. Hold on.
Oh. It's being a stickler, right? Yeah, you can. If you double right click the one on the left, it will target it. Or you can just on your sheet hit damage on your pistol.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just do that.
Okay, yeah, it's targeted now. It should roll accurately.
I don't know why it was.
Snake
well,
eyes.
That's just.
Rats.
Yay.
But
You
Okay.
are disappointing us tonight.
but you
But
do
I
get another
will,
shot.
Yes.
19, which I believe does beat the DV pistol on that. DV was 15, so yeah, that's a hit. That's a little better. Unfortunately, so the first one does nothing. It does not get through the armor. The second one, because the EMP, there's some stuff going on here that does manage to ping for a little bit of damage.
And then I'm just gonna stay where I am for now.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Ready to go. So you're staying right where you are. Very good. So then the shotgun blast goes off, like I mentioned before. That's going to be back around to the strike team. Strike team is going to, let's keep on keeping on. Hold those up. As they will try and, assault rifle twice. What? 17 in all cases. It's a 6 crit fail. 12, nope. 19, yes. Team on the right is killing it. On a 13. So one rifle shot does manage to go through. For a pretty hefty chunk of damage. Like, it's kind of hard at this range, but man, the damage when it goes through. Okay. The Lyreguard on the right is starting to flag here a little bit. As the damage on their armor continues to add up. Very good. That is all our Lyreguards. It's going to be Leska, who is just going to shotgun blast the commander again. That is an 18. 18 from Leska, and let's see how the evasion goes. I can just do it like this, because I know what it is. Wait, I'm pretty sure. Actually, before I roll. Oh, nope, I was about to roll the wrong number. That is a critical failure from the commander, so he does in fact get shotgunned. Ow. That is almost max damage from... As a 5, a 6, and a 6, that is going to be a critical injury for our commander friend here. Let's roll on the critical injury table.
Enough decapitations on there.
Not for the body. Also a torn muscle, which for a melee person like this is... good for you, bad for him. There's torn muscle on the commander here as his shotgun blast rips again through some of this bicep muscle. All right, that is gonna be Leska's turn, who is just sort of like grins here. Yeah. She's in heaven right now. She is directly taking it to the man, just about almost as literally as it can without being like the leader of New Gallic. So, yep. Patch, that is your go.
Did Jacobot do anything?
Yeah, he
Or
opened
is he
the
just
brig doors. I'll say if one of you wants to, I'd say Patch or Pixie, if y'all want to like spend your action to ask Jacobot to do something, depending on what that ask is, you can do that instead as your action.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell it to do. Plus, this Lyreguard is kind of just wailing on our people. So I think for at least this round, I will try to change that a bit. Okay, so with the different ammo in the shotgun, I don't know where I'm supposed to be in range.
For a slug, who are you aiming at? The Lyreguard? Let's see.
Yeah.
So for a
Let's do it right
shotgun
here.
slug, DV from your current range is 15.
Well, no, I mean, if I were to, like, move, say, there, does that make it better or worse? I don't know
Better,
how this
13.
works.
So that is DV 13 to shoot him from there.
Okay. And is there such a thing as getting too close? Like, if I move one closer, does that cut it down, or does that make it worse?
Looks like 13 is the minimum.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to get a handle on
Yep.
this thing here.
So
only
yeah,
been,
taking that
what,
one step
15
forward
sessions?
to bring a 15 down to 13, yeah, that's as good as it's
Okay.
going to get.
That sounds good to me. Go. And I'm gonna spend a little bit more luck because we need this to work. $19.
19 is enough. Roll your damage.
$19.
Whoa, 19. yeah. That will, that'll do it. Hold on one second. 19, that is on the Lyreguard to the left. Okay. Now that Lyreguard still is not not looking as bad as the one on the right, but that Lyreguard does not look great. Yep, harm assist once again, coming in clutch. Okay, anything else?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to move back to my original position, although it's not... Why is it not letting me move now? What am I doing now?
It looks like you moved to me.
You cannot take this action while the game is currently paused.
Oh, did it pause? Okay, excuse me. Now try.
That's okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yep. That is it from me.
Excellent, excellent. Cool. Then after your turn, that is going to be Bo's turn.
Okay. So did you say, sorry, it is my turn or after the?
It is your turn.
Okay, sweet. Okay. I've been looking up, trying to find the rules for how far you can throw a person, because I've yet to figure that out. The thing I would like to do is attempt to initiate a grapple, which would be brawling plus dex. Oh, I just had it.
Yes.
Plus the roll. Yeah, or grab, I guess.
Yeah, just roll
grab.
brawling, yes.
Dex plus brawling plus dice, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you click brawling, that should take care of it all for you.
Yes. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. So that would be... I understand this now. Cool. Any other... Okay. 17, but then I don't know what his... Would that be an evasion on his side? Or...
It is opposed brawling. So I'm going to roll for here. It is going to be minus 4 total. 2 for failing the face down against you, and 2 for the torn muscle. Which means that you actually come out on top here. They have a very good brawling, but they rolled a 2 on the die. So you managed to successfully grab the commander.
Awesome. Okay, now we get to the more complicated part of, like, moving. So if my understanding from what I was reading, that when you have someone in a grab or grapple, you're both considered grappled, and would take a -2 to all actions for as long as you both remain in the grapple.
Correct.
But it does say that, like, as it says you can throw a person
as an action.
But it does not,
you have already you've already
used
grabbed
the action,
them.
but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's, like, basically I'm trying to figure out how to do, like, a shove attack, but there doesn't appear to be a way to do that. So some people have kind of said there's some homebrew systems for this, but not like an official way. But if
I see. So you just want to push him. You don't want to. Okay.
Well, I just want to my goal is to get him through the window, whether that is also with me going with him,
Got
which
it.
I have a plan to deal with that if that's the case,
So
or
here-
if I
so-
can just shove him.
Got it. That is a very far distance to shove somebody. What you can do is grab him, move him, and then, like, if you were right next to the window already, that would be one thing. As far away as
Right.
you are, you will need to grab him and then move to the window, and then on your next turn, you might be able to try and push him through it. Currently, the window it's damaged, but still intact, so that's another thing to consider.
Oh.
You did not break the window. I apologize if I did not make that clearer before. I mean, this is military-grade heavy plexiglass. It is damaged, but not open yet.
Gotcha. So with my movement on this turn, could I move us both over to the window?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that then. But I will keep him in the grapple.
Okay.
So yeah, so I guess both of us need to move over there.
Yeah, let's move y'all to the window. Cool. Love it. All right. So that is movement action. Let's go to the commander. Is up now. So cannot use a weapon that requires them to use 2 hands. What they can do.
They can attempt to break the grapple with an
They-
action, I believe.
They sure can.
And then the attacks available, I think you're already on that part, probably the let's see.
Yeah. So you see here that he, with a growl, is like,
So no character in a grapple can make use of a weapon that requires them to use 2 hands, even if they have more than 2 arms. That's fine.
correct. Yeah.
The attacker can end the grapple at any time. Oh, it says. Oh no, the attacker. Sorry, can end the grapple without
Yes,
using an
you can
action
just
with
choose
the
to drop it
defender.
whenever the defender has to spend an action to try and break out of it. What he's going to do instead is, do you think this is the first time that I've been in a situation like this?
You just looked like you really needed a hug.
Well, then let's give ourselves some privacy. Why don't we? And you see that as his action, you see this flash in his sort of a gleam in his eye, and from this eye patch side here, as he, with one hand, pulls out a grenade and drops it at y'all's feet, and instantly smoke spews out of this grenade. Yes. Oh, there you are, Lyman. Glad to have you. Thank you for the points towards changing friend computer setting. So for this smoke grenade, no damage, but it fills a 5x5 square with smoke for 1 minute. Obscured by smoke have a -4 penalty.
So right now he would be at a. While in the grapple, he already had a -4, so he's got an additional -2 because of the grapple, and now he's impacted by the smoke as well.
Well, possibly. You did see a gleam in his cyber-tech eye eyes before dropping the grenade, so you get the sense that he might not be that penalized by the smoke here. But let's go ahead and draw that square. Nope. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smoke. What this means is everything north of that line is going to have -4 to anything, and you do not have line of sight. Anything with this, unless you have some cyber tech that says otherwise, you do not have line of sight as this smoke obscures your vision. Walks too far. Yeah, that's one way to do it here. Chilling out that fire elemental with a barrel of ice water. Very good. Okay, that's an action to drop a grenade there. So that is going to be Lyreguard's turn. Yeah, can't get more than one person, but it's still just going to point blank shotgun this Lyreguard to the face. Or the strike team. God, too many words. Lyreguard, yes. Shotgun. That is more than a 13. That is a 24. Again, not very good damage. But that is still enough to do something here. Not very much. Blaze the armor a little bit more. That's going to be Pixie's turn.
Okay, I am going after this Lyreguard in front of me. Can I hit him with where'd it go? With an armor-piercing grenade?
Hell yes, you can.
Get it.
Is that in athletics, did you say?
Yes.
I'm gonna spend a couple of luck as well.
Okay, so doubles ablation to armor. Cool. Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
you place it exactly where you want it, just hitting this guy. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
How do I roll damage for that?
It should be included, but 349. I've got you here. So a armor piercing. Armor piercing ammunition. Where's just the damage for grenade? That seems.
Yeah, I don't see anything about damage.
Hold on, let me just look up a standard grenade.
The standard damage of a grenade is 66. So
Perfect.
special grenades do 66 plus funny thing. So like an incendiary grenade does 66 plus the 2 damage that goes through armor.
Thank you. So it's 66, but it does extra ablation. Love it. Okay, so roll 66. 18, one on the left. Place their armor by 2. Yeah, now both of these Lyreguard look pretty jacked up.
Go get him, Patch.
Yeah, piling on. Love it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. You do so. Well, after being blown up by a grenade, that is now the Lyreguard on the left's turn. Didn't care for that. Do they... Okay. Yeah, I feel like they would not have grenades, like, for on-ship duty, so that tracks. It's not by default in the inventory for this, for these stats that I'm using in that, just kind of confirming to myself, yeah, that makes sense. But what he is going to do is... After this, he's going to take a step forward, a couple steps forward, and is going to shotgun this strike team and you, Pixie. So I believe you got evasion. I think everybody except Patch can do evasion, so you may roll evasion if you wish against this shotgun. Their attack roll is 24. Oh, excuse me, 22, because they are quite hurt. Either way, you just full-on Matrix dodge out of the way of that dang shotgun. Reflex is a very good, seems like a busted stat to have, y'all. On the other hand, that is certainly enough to hit the strike team person for a lot of damage. Strike team guys, not looking good. Another hit like that might be enough to take him out. But okay, that's that. Back around to strike team. Boy, why are all the NPCs back to back? Okay. Apologies, I would kind of wish I could split this up a little bit more easily, but strike team. Yeah, they're both just going to. They can't see into the smoke, so they're just both going to shoot their respective thing. Forget, did they? Yeah, they have rifles, not shotguns. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong person. That's why. There we go. Finally. That's a crit. And crit and a miss on the left. Miss. and miss, unfortunately. So there's one hit to the Lyreguard on the left, who already looks pretty roughed up. Doing pretty good amount of damage. And thanks to that... thanks to that armor ablation that you did before, he is looking bad. Bad. Okay. I'll also say at this point, as you imagine, like, all the alarms are going off, like, there's assault on the bridge, some of the attendants are, like, trying to radio in, but so this is the result of the successful roll that you were able to do, the deception that you were able to do earlier, Bo, is that it is taking longer for reinforcements to arrive. As you, like, divert more and more attention away to, like you said, there was a cyber psycho in the weapons array. So that, for the record, that was the success there. Very good. All right, that's all of our strike team. Leska's in the smoke. Is going to take a step out. I mean, she can't see through the smoke. How long does that smoke last? 1 minute. Okay. I believe in the system it's like rounds are 10 seconds instead of 6, but point being, it'll be a little while here. She yells in frustration. Bo, you got this. I'll clean up out here. And is going to try and finish this guy off on the left. That is a 16 DV13, so that is a hit. Stop. Thank you. Ooh, bad. Not enough to get through the armor, even the bladed as it is. That is all ones on that damage. That is Leska's turn. Patch, you're up.
All right, yeah, we're gonna try this again. Am I within the 13 dB range where I am, or do I have to move closer?
15. If you take one more step toward, that'll be 13.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry, I was measuring to the wrong person. Hold up.
Oh.
Yeah, you are within 13 there.
From where I am? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. Literally.
Hey. Well, now we know with your basic DV13, you just can't crit fail. You hit.
Is that enough?
That certainly is. And just to give a little flavor on that, let's see what this critical damage is. This is going to be enough to kill him. For an object that that doesn't make any sense. Going for the lungs. It's a lung episode, y'all.
Dang.
So you just aim right for the center of mass. What does it look like as you bring this Lyreguard down?
I mean, how do you pull lungs out of a guy that is just covered in armor? I'm trying to figure that out.
So the armor has been quite damaged at this point. Like there is a weak spot. Very carefully.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, very. Then I guess she'll aim for that and go right through and like, what's the show NCIS where it just like zooms in on what happened?
Yeah.
So
your NCIS Mortal Kombat special move moment where it just like X-ray vision and splatting kind of, well, honestly from this angle also on the strike team person behind.
Oof.
Get some blood spray there, but this Lyreguard
Sorry.
crumples and is deadzo. Boop. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think I'm gonna stay where I am.
Yeah. If the strike person / let's go 1 and 2, yeah, they could just tear out the lungs. Very good. So that is you. Bo, what are you up to? I mean, you've got a handle on Vixra here. Smoke hasn't changed that, but it is very hard to see. What do you do?
Yeah, so that was kind of my question is like, because I'm already holding him, if I just put him in a choke, is that still suffers the -4?
I'm only going to give you -2 here. Visual does make it harder, but since you do already have a grip on him, I'm going to say -2 instead of 4.
Okay, so let me look at that again. Okay, so if you're currently the attacker in the grapple, you can use an action to choke the defender you are grappling, dealing your body stat directly to their hit point damage. So, oh, okay, so maybe I don't even have to roll. It just, yeah, because I guess I've already grappled him, so I'm just choking him, and he didn't break the grapple.
Yep. So you can just spend your actions to start choking him. Yep.
So he would take then, because my body is 5, body number I guess is 5, a 5. Bo is a 10, but his body number is a 5.
It's all show muscles rather than useful ones.
I mean, he works out, but
But
yeah,
it's all about the vanity muscles. Okay.
Yeah,
so you do
exactly.
5 damage to the commander.
And then, so the goal being to, if you choke the same target for 3 successive rounds, they go unconscious,
Yes.
regardless of their hit point total. So Bo's current thought is, because the window is not broken, at least not yet, he's going to attempt to get this guy unconscious so they can maybe get him out.
Yeah.
Alive.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. All right, you do that. Yeah, you start choking and you just hear a... Let's see. Tries to respond, but can't because you're choking him. Very good. That is... If you're staying right there, that is going to bring us to Vixra's turn. So Vixra... Come on. Yeah. Okay. Suddenly out, you feel ripple like under your, under your choke, and suddenly, there is an elbow coming right for you. I guess this definitely is going to be evasion, but this is going to be -4 for the smoke because you can't see this
Technically
coming.
-6 because he's in the grapple. Because it's, or sorry, well,
Oh yes.
two
Wait,
for the.
to all.
He had 4 already,
To all
and then both of us
action.
have a -2 because of the grapple.
Yep. That is correct. So you will roll at a -6. They're going to roll at a -4. Yeah.
Is this for the smoke not really being an issue with the? Would it be? Are we sticking with the -2 for the grapple stuff since it's not a sight-based thing?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, so minus. Oh right, yes, I got you now. Okay, -4 total.
For the commander, yes. For you, this is a -6. For him, it's a -4. -4 for
-4
so
for-
in this case, because you cannot see this blow coming, it's -4 for smoke, -2 for the grapple. So that is 6. -6 to your evasion roll here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I misunderstood.
Yep. He is rolling -4, so like it's nearly even.
I was thinking he was -6 and I was -4 because of his critical injury He had something else, and then the grapple.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, I forgot about the critical injury, the torn muscle. Yes, so he is at a -6. So that's 2 for failing the showdown, face down, 2 for the critical injury, and 2 for the grapple. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, welcome in, Jeff. Yeah, we are still going. We are fighting the commander of this here ship. Okay, so you all are at a even minus. So honestly, just go ahead and roll regular. He'll roll regular since that's a wash.
Oh wait. Okay. Where do I put this? Away. And that, I guess. Okay. I think I did it right. Oh no! Come on.
Yowza. So that is a -1 evasion from Bo. That is a 15 from the commander, but obviously that's going to do it. This elbow comes out of the smoke, and this is a bone-breaking strike. This is a karate move. And you hear this crack of bones here as you automatically... so this is the trade-off. He only gets to make 1 precise attack rather than 2, but not only is he going to deal damage here, but you are automatically suffering from the broken ribs critical injury. Let me go ahead and roll damage for that attack. Okay, so that is 11 points of damage, ignoring half your armor. So the bladed 10, still -5, so 11 -5, 6 points of damage. Ablate your armor by 1 more.
Okay.
And you are going to suffer from the broken ribs. Arm, jaw, broken leg, broken ribs. And for the folks at home, broken ribs. So you are going to suffer critical damage, which is 5. So you will take 5 damage at the end of your turn if you move more than 2 squares. So you can move 2 squares for free, but if you move more than that, those broken ribs are jabbing at things, and you will take 5 damage automatically.
Okay.
But that is their full turn, because I don't think he is allowed to move while you are grabbing him.
Correct.
Okay. So that's his turn. Remaining Lyreguard's turn. Oh, the torn muscle. That's right. Okay. Ooh. He's gonna step on over here, so he can get more than 2 people in. He's going to try and catch these 2 folks, Leska and the strike team. That's the most he can do with this shotgun blast. Work these. That is a 25 on that shotgun. That is easily going to be enough. Yowza. I think that's the first damage. Yeah, that's the first damage that Leska has taken, I believe. Excuse me. Oh crap. Didn't note it down. So that is 20 points of damage raw. What's her health/armor? That particular Dubrow. That is Oh, there it is. Okay. Got it. So that's 20 points of damage. That's 10. So that's 9. That's 9. That's 11. Ooh. The bottom strike team member you see, who is also already quite hurt, you see that the shotgun blast sort of catches him in the neck as they drop.
Wait, it caught all three, Leska and the two strike members on the left?
Oh, excuse me, I deleted the wrong one. Excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, you're absolutely right. Excuse me. I did accidentally hit all three of them. So,
Because I thought it was the one at the...
You're right.
It would just be me. I thought it was one that at the bottom.
You are right,
really
and I am wrong.
messed up.
This strike team member looks very messed up. And Leska... Well, that's the first damage that Leska has taken, so she still can walk this one off, despite being a shotgun blast. Okay, that is our Lyreguard, so that's going to bring us to Pixie. Pixie?
Sorry. A car went by and I couldn't hear anything.
Gotcha. Your turn.
Loud. Anyway, how is that Lyreguard looking?
Pretty messed up.
How is his armor looking?
It looks okay-ish. Actually, oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Let me just erase the first Lyreguard since they are dead. They look hurt, but not critically so. Their armor looks a little damaged, but overall okay.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with an incendiary grenade.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you can
today.
get a clean hit on him for sure. Go ahead and roll athletics.
Can I throw it from here, or do I have to move?
Yeah, you can do it from there. Let's see. Boop. Grenade. That's going to be DV 15 athletics.
I'm going to move just a little bit. Would that make it a 13 DV? If I move 2 squares?
No, still 15.
How about there?
Hold on. Stupid DV table. There we go. Gosh. 15 is the minimum DV.
Oh. Okay, well then I'm going back to where I was.
Okay.
Okay. And then an athletics roll, right?
Yeah.
Do 2 more luck.
Uh, 16. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll. It says deal damage. Yeah, 66, and it's got some ongoing incendiary damage. 16. All right. There's this explosion from this flaming grenade as they take a fair amount of damage.
And I don't think he gets an action, right?
So what he's going to take he takes 2 damage directly from his health at the end of his turn if he does not take an action to extinguish the flames.
Right. But he would have to use his action.
Correct.
Got it.
All right. Which I believe I can note that. Yep. Just mildly on fire.
I'm gonna just move down slightly.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
You got to do so. There's going to be back to Strike Squad, who are all going to concentrate fire on the one guy they can see. Good luck. Uh, 15 miss. Hit. Hit. Miss. 2 hits. 15. They look. Remember when I said they were looking kind of like damaged but okay? That's no longer the case. After taking 2 damages from assault rifle, this Lyreguard is just so many holes, so much bleeding. They are in a bad position. And that's going to be Leska's turn straight up, who's going to take a step forward and unload. If I were more ambitious and had a greater mastery of the system, I would consider making these sort of operatives do something mechanically. But I'm not gonna. I'm already controlling far too much as it is. But yeah, for those in the comments, know that I did consider it, but I just don't have the time and brain capacity. All right, she's going to...
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks, Mom. That is a 17 from Leska, so that is going to hit. And that is enough to finish off. So after the double assault rifle barrage, there is this one final... as Leska just blows away this last Lyreguard.
Nice.
And then you see that Leska turns her attention towards the smoke. Bo, how are things going in there?
We're getting kinky. It's fine.
I'll take that as a good thing, I guess. Okay. That's Leska's turn. Patch, you're up.
Okay. I don't know why I'm on the right. I was on the left. And, like, during somebody else's turn, my token marched across the screen, and that wasn't me doing it. I figured you had a reason for it.
I wouldn't be. But you can just go ahead and move yourself back to where you were.
Okay. I'm like, I wasn't going to say anything because I figured there was a reason. And I'm like, there we go. Was I here? Was I here or was I there? It was one of these two.
I think you were.
I think you were right.
I think you were there.
Pixie.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, in the long run, it doesn't really matter since the Lyreguards are both taken care of. But I was just like, that's weird. But okay.
I will say make a perception check, please.
Is this something I should use my last luck point on?
I don't know.
Sure, why not? We'll do it.
Okay.
Didn't help. I don't see shit.
All right. What do you do?
Hey, Jacobot. Is there any kind of scrubbing on the bridge? Any kind of vacuum that you can sort of help take care of that smoke for us?
Oh, smart.
Yes, there's an emergency ventilation system.
Cool, let's use that.
Okay.
Just leave the air for us. Don't take out the oxygen too, please.
Okay. You hear this, and suddenly, you hear this sound as the ventilating system kicks on, and this area starts to clear here at the north. I'm going to say this is going to take like 1 round to pull off, so when it becomes your turn again, the smoke will have cleared.
Cool. That'll do it. I will stay where I am.
Very good. Bo. Keep on choking?
Pretty much, but yeah, after he punched me in the ribs, I'm just gonna say, man, you could have just used your safe word. You didn't have to get violent. And yeah, just choke him even harder.
All right, that's another 5 damage. And if you do that one more time, he's gonna be knocked out no matter what. Okay. That is Commander's turn. Sensing this, yeah, he is going to try and get out of this grapple so he does not get choked out. This action roll successful grab against the attacker. So this is opposed brawling for grab again. Y'all have equivalent minuses, so you can just roll straight up. I will declare first. Oh. Okay, I'm not looking at the screen. Not looking at the screen.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. I'm just trying to maintain fairness here. Brawling. There it is. That is a, with the minuses, that is an 18 for team.
Well, wait. Oh, with minus. Yeah, he would. Either way, he would beat it. So.
Yeah. So yeah, 18 or 24 were he unencumbered, but does manage to break this grapple. Still, you did 10 points of damage to him by choking him out. So you just hear, as you feel you lose your grip, you hear this. I have overcome far more than you ever will be. That is going to be.
I've come on more than you will ever will be. So we're all doing well in life.
And you see that you feel him move, or hear him move away. Okay. That is going to be Pixie's turn.
I guess I'm gonna.
I'll see. Oof.
I'm just gonna head up.
Sorry. Yes.
towards
Real quick. Yeah. I do see the clock, folks. So I will. Yeah. We'll see where this all shakes out. So go ahead.
I'm just gonna head up towards Bo.
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as I can move. And see if I can see anybody.
Sure. I'll say now that the smoke is starting to be cleared, go ahead and you can make a perception check.
Hmm.
13. You don't see anything.
Okay. Am I able to hold an action?
I thought you might be asking that. I believe the answer is yes. Actions. Hold action until later in the initiative queue. You must choose this. Whenever the initiative queue, the action occurs. Yes. So, what are you going to do, and what are the conditions that will trigger it?
Well, first, before I answer that,
Mhm.
if I say I'm gonna hold an action, but the condition doesn't happen, do I still use?
Yes. The action is called hold an action.
If I throw a grenade, that grenade will still, that'll be moot if it doesn't.
Yeah, so if the conditions you specify don't occur, then then your action is burned, but you
would I
don't
be
just
wasting
throw a
that
grenade.
grenade?
No.
Okay.
You just don't
Then
throw the grenade.
Okay. Then when I see the commander, I would like to throw a sleep grenade at him.
Fantastic. Okay. You are holding the action ready for a sleep grenade should you see the commander. Very good. That is Pixie's turn. Back up to Strike Force here. Yeah, actually, that's fine. The Strike Force / Leska, while this is cleared up, Leska is actually going to stay up here just in case. Leska is going to ready an action to, she's going to get right up here in the smoke and right here in the center. And if smoke clears and Commander is there, she's going to unload shotgun. The strike team is going to reinforce here at the door just in case reinforcements arrive. So they'll keep an eye out here. As a matter of fact, you do hear, as they peek out the door, that you hear them say, Lyreguard incoming, and they start firing down the hallway there, some cover fire. So because the time, yeah, they're holding them off right now, but you will probably need to resolve the situation here pretty quickly. That is going to be Patch's turn.
Has the smoke cleared yet?
Did I say start or end? I'm going to say end of turn. So at the end of your turn, the smoke will be cleared.
Okay. Then in that case... Well, here's the thing. Out of character, I know that. In character, does it seem like that's what's going to happen?
Yeah, the smoke is clearing up.
Okay. So she's going to trust Pixie and Leska and Bo up top. She is actually... Damn it. Is there anything I can do for the one that was the most injured down at the bottom?
Yeah, you can stabilize him.
Cool. Do I remember how?
Yes. Notes.
That's what you want to hear from your medical professional.
I was about to say, like, yes, okay. I know exactly how all these things work. I mean, I've tried it at least once.
Hold on, I can bring it over here so I can read it. DV13 stabilization check. Why doesn't it say that the skill? Is it the skill? Hold on, check first.
Is this
it's just for stimulation. Paramedic. Yes, paramedic DV13.
Okay.
And it takes an action. Oh, wait, there it is. So let's just take an action. So you can use paramedic or first aid.
Paramedic is stronger. I will go with that.
Go for it.
$22.
Easy. Yep, you stabilize the most hurt guy, for sure. Couple of them are... the two who are on the left are pretty banged up. Two on the right are fine. So yeah, you stabilize one.
Yeah, basically the one that looked like it was literally about to drop on the next turn with the Lyreguard.
Honestly, both of them kind of look like that, but fair enough. You stabilize one of them. Great. Very good. That is going to be... Oh, and at the end of your turn, the smoke does clear. And the commander is visible once again. Bo, what do you do?
Wait, does he get hit with a sleep grenade and some shotgun?
Sure does. Let's resolve the grenade first. Go ahead.
I have a question about the grenade.
Yes.
Because it says it can be woken by damage.
Yes.
Could I do it after last game?
I'm gonna say, like, she will choose not to shoot him if he falls unconscious. So she was the one. She's, you know, ran the meeting and it's like, optimal situation: capture the commander, otherwise kill him, otherwise scuttle the ship.
Got it.
So yes, that DV 15 athletics.
This says.
Actually, excuse me. Go ahead and roll athletics. He's actually going to roll to evade.
Do I still do that because it says it has to hit a DV13 resist torture drugs?
So that's if you
hit it?
Yes. That's like basically a saving throw that he gets.
Gotcha.
Grenade deals no damage. Yes, I thought so. 16. So 16 versus he does not get -2 against. I'll lump at least the 4 of you in on the face down roll, so he'll get a -2 for this.
Plus
17.
critical.
Yes. 17 after the minuses. The critical injury does not affect this.
Oh, right.
So he does manage to avoid the grenade, which means that he's Les is going to shoot. Let me go ahead and roll evasion. That is a 17 evasion versus a 17 on the die. So that tie goes to the defender, manages to avoid that shotgun blast, which means Bo, that is your turn.
Legit.
If I do brawling damage, can that be non-lethal?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. In that case, I will move, I think it's 2 spaces over to him. So 1, right? Yeah, or just 1, I guess. And I'll brawl him.
Do it. Whoops. I'm sweaty. There's got a little ink on my fingers here. Yeah, I'm just on the edge of my seat as much as y'all. At 18, I'm going to go ahead and roll in front of the table for this evasion. With a minus. This melee attack. Hold on, let me look at the torn muscle again. Look at the language on that. Melee attacks. I think I. Okay, so but he still gets a -2. That's weird. A 13.
Wait, this is Pixie.
Oh, because I've got Pixie selected. Wait, is that really his? Oh, I'm on the. Excuse me, that's the wrong. Plus, that's the wrong character. Excuse me. I will keep the roll on the die, which is 7. So 7 plus 14 minus 2. That is a 19. Unfortunately, does get around it, but that is rate of fire 2. You can try again.
For brawling?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
That is a 16 after minuses, so that manages to avoid both of your blows.
Just let me hit you. I promise you'll like it. You'll like it. People pay extra for that normally.
He is going to respond to that. He is both injured and he's not going to respond to that verbally because he is very hurt and we are low on time. So instead, he is going to respond with his fists / sword. And you rolled, you did not move more than 2 spaces. All right. He's in desperation mode. He is going to go for the gusto here. You see that he, with this karate here, he like kind of feints with his sword and then goes for your head.
Do I roll evasion?
Yes, you do roll evasion. This is DV10.
Oh.
It's -8 for called shots, y'all. So 15. You managed to. This is like clearly some sort of haymaker that he's going for your head here, but you managed to dodge to the side. And that was bone-breaking strike, so he just gets the 1 shot at it. Okay, that is going to be... Oh, wait, that was really dumb of... Oh, okay. No, yeah, that's correct. Okay. Going to be Pixie's turn.
I'm just gonna try to shoot him.
Sure. that will almost certainly hit. Let me roll evasion. 23 hits. Actually, for the sake...
Whew.
Damn.
Okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead and roll on the roll table here. And go ahead and
Remember,
make your...
no matter what it is, you get 5 extra damage from a critical hit.
This is correct. What? Foreign object doesn't make sense. Stop it. He already has torn muscle.
Oh, wow.
What is happening? There are so many things on this table, and I'm rolling the same 3 over and over. Okay, a leg.
It's gonna be collapse lung.
There we go. I guess foreign object doesn't make sense. It's just like the bullet lodged in there. But
Broken leg.
actually, yeah, broken leg also thematically makes sense to me. I like it. So you aim. Go ahead and no, that's fine. So you get the shot off, and it like you hear the bone crack as it just like ruptures. There's a compound fracture on his shin bone now. It just goes like right through, and he drops to the ground with it. So with that damage here as well, so he takes 5 automatically, as well as already a fair amount from the armor. He just looks up at you all. What the hell do you want? As it seems for the first time, he's actually listening. What do you say? Anybody?
Oh.
Have you had enough? Are we done?
Fine. And you see that he holds out this sword and drops it on the ground next to him. And with that, since it is so very late, I'm going to call it there. You have succeeded. I was trying to keep the odds even, but it seems that the power of numbers definitely goes in that favor here. But yeah, I tried to make this a tough fight for y'all. But yeah, y'all did really, really, really well. Awesome. Clever moves, getting like Jacobot to vent the smoke out. It's like, yeah, there you go. Since you have plugged him into the system. All right, so we will kind of wrap this up narratively. Actually, one last thing before sort of the teaser shot right before we go to credits. Opera, you suddenly your eyes open and you take breath in some sort of dim lighting here. And this all feels very unfamiliar. As you reach a hand out, it immediately is stopped by some sort of barrier. And that is where we are going to end our little session. As to what situation Opera finds himself in, we'll find out later. So thank you everybody for sticking around. Thank you players for sticking with it. This was on the longer side of session, so we will very quickly do the credits and wrap up. The VoiceMods was the VoiceMod program as usual. Because I like this cross section here, we'll just move to this for the fun. One last shot. There's the Diplomat. For folks who are weren't here earlier, this is the nice, much schmancier cross-section of the ship than the white box that I doodled last week. Back to the main screen. Perfect. So, VoiceMod was VoiceMod as always. The music was a combination of the ambiance towards the beginning was Tabletop audio, as were some of the... Actually, no, all the sound effects were VoiceMod as well. And the battle music were both Incompetech, aka Kevin MacLeod. Those being Voltaic was the first battle, and Cognitive Dissonance was the second one. So much royalty-free music. Honestly, like check out Incompetech. There is an embarrassment of music on there that this man just creates for free as a hobby. He's truly a champion of TTRPGs. Thank you, Kevin MacLeod. The bridge map was from Episodic Maps. And I don't think I actually said it out loud last time, but the art credit for Leska's token art is Alexander Kovalov. Cool. And as always, I'll go ahead and roll this in here as well. We are the Quelmar Realm is sponsored by. Oh my God, this is happening again. It's just a Word document computer. Quelmar, the Quelmar Realm is sponsored by Arkenforge. Arkenforge, of course, as always, being the virtual tabletop, is the all-in-one toolkit for game masters to run games in person or online, or both. Maps, music, tokens, and more. It comes with a 28-day free trial and is the engine behind Quelmar campaigns like the Beggar's Bodega and the spiritual predecessor to this campaign, Get Submodule. You can use the code the Quelmar Forge, all caps, no spaces, to get $5 off purchase of your master's toolkit today. There it is. And as also, if you are tuning in for the first time, or maybe this is the first time you're watching this bit of it, either way, if you are interested in playing games with us, like these lovely folks here, or anywhere else in the Quelmar realm, we are a 501c3 nonprofit charity gaming organization dedicated to removing barriers to storytelling. That is usually focused around tabletop play, sometimes also board games or virtual games, all sorts of stuff. If that is of any interest to you, if you just want to learn more, check out our website, quelmar.world, and our main hub of communication, of course, our Discord. You can also check out the VODs for both this campaign as well as many other campaigns that folks have run on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@thequelmarrealm. That is us. So let's go around that is, all the credits I believe I need to give out at this time. So let's quickly go around the horn. Plugs if you got them. Roses and stars. Rose being a shout out to a fellow player for a cool thing. Stars, what you were looking forward to or what you would like to see more of. Who wants to go first? All right, I see a hand raised from Angela. What you got?
Rose, I mean, everybody, holy hell, this was amazing. And like Opera, just thinking like, even before we found out that he opened his eyes later, just like the whole ultimate sacrifice thing was just, damn.
Yeah.
And like Bo and Pixie, y'all are awesome tonight. It was truly a team effort, and I think it all came out pretty well. And Jonathan, my God, for everything, all the NPCs, all the crunchiness, everything. That was just damn awesome.
Thank you. I did it to myself. Yep.
As for Star, I really just want to see what happens next. Like, what's going on with Opera? What happened in the brig? Where's the gardener now? Is Jacobot going to pull any other shit?
Waiting.
All right. Cool. All right. Agreed with all the above. Popcorn it to somebody.
Ashley.
My rose is for you, Jonathan, and your awesome maps this time. I was pleasantly surprised to see the Diplomat when I logged in today. It was great.
Yes.
Same. I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens narratively, and especially what's going on in the brig. That'll be interesting.
Certainly will be. Okay. Popcorn.
Lee.
My rose is a rose to for all of Opera's amazing one-liners. That I was so close to coming on mic and just being like, please give that man a freaking luck point or something, because it's so good. And kudos for the quick thinking with the Jacobot with the smoke, because I was like looking for something to do I feel so thoroughly useless during combat that I'm just like, how can I get creative? And I could not figure out how to get the smoke out. So kudos on that one. Yeah, and yeah, just I mean, honestly, everybody very, very quick thinking, and yeah, it was awesome. And then the thing I'm looking forward to is I'm excited to see, or interested at least to see what the emissaries of tomorrow, whatever they want, like what's going to happen with the commander and like what they're actually going to do with him, and if they're going to fulfill their promises and what they told us back at the base of see how dirty and messy things get now that we've got him, in theory anyway. And also, I'm curious to see how we're going to get him off the ship. And then and I'm looking forward to a lot to more role play, obviously, because combat is for me.
Hey, don't sell yourself short on combat. I mean, you managed to get him in a grapple and nearly choke him out, which I genuinely did not expect to happen. It's these nat ones that my bad guys keep rolling. But look, that is something I will say is like I will always be honest with my rolls, and the small chance that I do fudge a roll, it is never going to be against you guys. That was genuinely and thank you for putting up me rolling everything through my phone. That was just the quickest thing with all the many types of NPCs / enemies. Again, I did to myself. But yeah, that was genuinely a nat one. I'm like, well, shit. Anyways, default popcorn to Matthew, which I will say, yes, as always, the one-liners are great, but you set the bar too high for yourself, my friend, because I can't give you luck points for every one-liner.
Well, I mean, I would say that, no plugs, but rose to Bo, because I feel like I definitely leaned into Opera's chaotic evil side for the sake of narrative expediency, because I knew we had a split party, but Bo was there keeping the party's moral core intact and actually exploring non-violent means of attempting to, like the classic Fallout, you've shot your way through 800,000 super mutants, but if you just so happen to have put 100 points into barter by the end of the game, you can convince the guy to walk into the reactor for you. I feel like that was like a very classic Fallout, like playing it nice kind of way to, not skip the encounter, but like set it up for an exciting kind of narrative showdown. And
Yeah.
I know it's maybe a cop out, but I mean, looking forward to just find like we're now careening fully in the handcart towards hell at this point.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see how things shake out in the end. See what our collective final moral dilemma is going to be now that we have this no good Nick in our possession.
Absolutely. Okay, so and wait, that was Rose to Bow in this. Oh yeah, Star was just what happens next? Good question. For me, I'm gonna double Rose one. I feel like just about everybody. Just about everybody earned one. Like there's so much to love, but I think trying to face down the commander was a ballsy move, and it paid off. That -2 that he ended up getting made the difference in several spots. I know you can't see like all the rules behind the screen, but yeah, it genuinely did make a difference, both mechanically and thematically. And yeah, rose to Opera as well for making the hard choice to make sure that the mission succeeds.
For choosing violence.
Opera woke up today, as just about every other day, and chose violence. Sweet.
Have you ever seen an opera?
It's true.
Touche.
It's not over till the violent robot man sings.
Right.
Until the decapitated Salome head sings. Wait. Or that's what, John the Baptist? That's the head in Salome, right?
Yeah, John the Baptist.
Yep. Anyway, cool. That's about all I've got here. Oh, and Star, of course. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to what comes next. As a reminder, because the schedule here in our finale sessions, our finale arc, yes, these are the last sessions we got. A reminder as to what that stream schedule is going to be. So it's going to be the remaining Mondays in July, the 24th and the 31st, and then it is going to be, juggling all our schedules. So it'll be next week, the 24th and the 31st, and then the final session will be August 28th. So functionally 1 month, 4 weeks after the July one. That will be our grand finale on August 28th. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, visit Quelmar stuff. Check out our book. We've got a book. Right, that's it. So there's only one last thing to do here. The sign off. You know it. You love it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Keep
rolling,
rolling those
dice.
dice.
I have to say, I appreciate all of y'all's moxies here today. Like your gumption. Good night, everybody.